Commence, child.
So, who would like to start us off with the recap?
Why do we gotta do it?
Because I want to see what you remember. What stuck out in your mind? What did you like? What did you hate?
Okay, I just pounded my chest. I'm no longer cough hiccuping.
That's the recap. There you go. I'm joking. I killed a guy. I killed the problem guy.
That has nothing to do with D&D. Amara's just fully admitting to murder.
Oh yeah, no, I've totally killed a guy. Right here, right now. As a matter of fact, he's right here, non-existent.
My body is like on the floor right now.
But anyway, let us commence the recap. So we were trekking along.
Up. We woke up. Didn't spend a whole lot of time. We did have breakfast at the optical optometrist or something.
The optical oracle, I believe it was called.
Yes, thank you. That's the word. That's the one I was looking for.
Optometrist?
We managed to run into the guy that killed his wife.
Yeah, in record time. We didn't even have to go to the city and go through some big old elaborate plot. No, he was just there on the side of the road, so we killed him.
And
I mean, it was a little bit more dramatic
stuff
than
up
that,
real
but...
quick because my whole plan revolved around the whole political thing.
There was fun ideas.
People tell me that I'm unstable, but I have stability, ability to stab.
For what it's worth, he did put up a decent fight. He was very durable and very obnoxious. That wasn't until Lafayette happened again.
I almost died.
Yeah, Tomas almost died. Mishpa actually took a couple of hits.
Yep, but you got
Mishpa's trying to do stuff
respect
with
for
glitter.
that.
It didn't work.
Nani cackled like a gremlin and hobbled away like an old woman.
And Charlie proved himself to be the most competent team member.
Shockingly.
Yeah, I didn't manage to do a single. I didn't manage to do a single fucking thing.
I cannot believe that little tiny puffball. Yeah, okay, it's over a minute. That tiny puffball bastard fucking just outperformed everybody in a singular swing. Because how much damage did he do?
30.
Like 30. He did like a crazy hit, didn't elaborate, and then drove us here.
And then he exploded. Which, by the way, I'm gonna be real. I can't believe, nor do I agree, that that little tiny thing can do 30 damage. I refuse to accept that.
If you look at the stats, it takes some doing for that to even be possible.
Just the stars aligned, and he will never be able to do it again.
I was dumbfounded. It got alive. It's like the freaking rock situation all over again from all the time ago. I'll give that detail later. Anyway, he's dead. Didn't even bury him. We left him there to kind of rot. Moved on.
We moved him off the road.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and we left him with his things to make it seem like it was a suicide somehow.
Yeah, Breia.
Except for his Warhammer, which Mishpa is not legally allowed to use. It stays in the cart and we don't touch it.
Yeah.
Breia I'm not going to waste a +1 weapon.
Yeah.
Please, my story won't work if it's too obvious, please.
I mean,
I won't use it in town. How about that?
You're gonna have to keep that thing well concealed, though. Because it's
got it in her pack.
Anyway, that's a recap. We arrived at town. We killed a guy. Arrived at town. Had to take a blood test. Breia had a panic attack in the process.
Tomas apparently has some dark past that even he's not aware of.
We love getting a blood test from, I believe it was Marvin.
Melvin.
What his name was?
Melvin.
Melvin, even worse. Got that from him. And we met the biggest bullyable nerd with the coolest name as well.
What was it, like fucking it was like Cloud Strider something?
Evelier Swiftcloud.
Yeah, that.
Jesus Christ.
That is like a self name and then some. Ain't no way the parents named him that.
But we don't know. Maybe he was cute as a baby.
Would grow up to be rad.
He
And
didn't specify that he's not cute now. It's just that he looks like a fucking nerd.
No, he's not. It looks like a nerd and talks like a nerd. So like,
Jiminy
that's what it was. Jiminy Snickets.
You're telling me you've never seen somebody who was cute until they opened their mouth? Come on now.
Oh, Jiminy Snickets, I'm at the other side of town.
You just gave me the most cursed image of like someone looking really elegant and pretty. They fucking open their mouth to speak. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I would run so fucking fast.
Like I said, we've got Thomas right in front of us.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
No.
Wow,
How dare
Breia
you.
and Thomas really do have that love-hate relationship, huh?
Love?
You love to hate them. You love to hate them.
I mean, she's like this to people that she likes and she doesn't like. You honestly wouldn't know.
He's a special case.
I think Lafayette went off with him.
Yes, the
to
initial
basically
idea was to explore.
Sorry, go ahead.
And yeah, Lafayette left off to explore the town and kind of get the layouts with the help of the little nerd, but also help him get him to the temple before it gets too much later. She also may have some devious intentions, but we'll get to that. We also still have to figure out what we're going to do with this child that we still have.
Yeah, you gotta find a place to drop them off and make sure they're safe. Because unfortunately, we can't bring a child into battle with us.
Not with that attitude, Charlie.
Oh, yeah,
Carry
you're
this
right.
child.
The baby rides into battle atop his battle steed, Charlie.
Anyway, recap over.
Splendid. So,
We did it.
So, you're now at the Gilded Stallion, which is the fanciest tavern in all of Vaker. Which I will move. Boop.
I think
There.
as she walks in, Mishpa kind of looks around and she starts to squint a little bit before she looks down at Breia. My eyes hurt. It's too bright in here.
You get used to it.
you get used to it. The rich aren't exactly the best at decorating.
Do I recognize the person at the other side of the table?
The receptionist, you see that this is a new one. It is a small halfling with bright red curly hair and freckles on her face with bright green eyes, wearing a very fancy suit dress that is a very red magenta color, reddish purple. And she smiles up at you as she stands on a step stool. Hello there, and welcome to the Gilded Stallion. Do you have a reservation, or would you like to just check in?
We would like to just check in, please.
That sounds splendid. Will this be for singles, doubles, or suites? It is 5 gold pieces for a single, 8 gold pieces for a double, and 15 gold pieces for a suite, which can fit up to 6 people.
We'll take a suite, thank you. And he is going to slide the 15 gold across.
She will mark it down on her ledger, and she will hand you a room key, which is a very intricately carved gold key with a number plate on it. And you get...
That he doesn't even react to this.
You get this room here.
Which one? Over where?
Sorry,
Top
I was
left.
zoomed out. I was zoomed in.
Ah, okay.
Zoomed
Just north
up.
of the stables.
Yep.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Please enjoy your stay.
I forget. Have we gotten a rest at all since we took down that priest guy?
Nope.
Just
Nope.
wanted to double check.
Well, actually,
Yes,
we would have. Didn't it take us a couple of days after killing him to get to
us a couple
town?
days.
I think
it's
one
true.
full day, so probably
yes,
one more.
Yes, actually, it took you one full day to get to Vaker after killing him. So
So
actually,
yeah,
yes,
we
you
would
would
have
have
gotten
gotten
rest.
Everyone hit your long rest buttons.
hit the button. So the first room you come into is a lovely little breakfast area where Thomas, you know
Little,
they
she says.
Thomas, you know they held the breakfast buffet, which you remember comes free with each room stay. And since you guys got a suite, you each get a free breakfast in the morning.
So, Tom, I've never been here before. What's the deal exactly?
Is
Well,
it so
with our room,
big?
we get... Well, that's because we get a free breakfast. Everyone sort of comes down here for that.
Where are the rooms?
We'll get to
We
it.
are
We'll
in
get
a
to the
room. It's a gigantic room.
No, where are the
This is-
beds?
This is the ballroom. This is usually for like events and such.
Is it the ballroom? Are you sure about that? It seems more like a breakfast nook. A very
They
gigantic
move
breakfast
tables
nook.
around and such.
I don't see any balls around here.
Oh, I didn't realize that round tables were a sign of balls.
Not type of ball. It's a for. How do I put this? Events where people are dancing. It's
I
an
don't
event
dance
that
in
rich
that
people
cramped
usually
ass
host.
room.
But they usually move the tables if there's going to be dancing.
Oh
Most of
my
the
god,
time-
is this room even bigger? I think this room is bigger. How does all this fit in here?
By a little bit, yes.
They have a bigger building.
In this room, you see it is a proper dining area. Yes, another one. This one looking more for reserved tables and fancier meals. You see a Shadarkai, a Triton, and a Fire Genasi walking around serving people their food and drinks. You see a satyr, and actually a hybrid, a satyr fairy, at the bar, cleaning some glasses and wiping down the table as they prepare some cocktails. You see a Kenku and a half-orc singing lovely hymns atop a stage while a kobold plays the piano very softly. And you see an owlin and an awakened monkey performing some spells for those who need their stuff mended or cleaned.
Guys, the Shadar Kai has an image. Means he's an important character.
I mean, so does the owlin and the monkey.
I want to hang out with a monkey.
Well, you can certainly tell this is a church town by the type of music that's playing.
Is it customary for places like this to have 2 different eating areas? Is this like when you have like 3 or 4 different forks for your meal?
Yes.
I would say that this is probably more meant to be the private dining area, if that makes sense, where
Yes,
you'd more
exactly.
reserve tables and walk in to get larger meals.
So it's like she said, I need this fork for the salad, and I need this fork for the soup.
Well,
You
technically, I
don't
don't
eat
think
soup
you
with a
use a
fork.
fork for the soup, but that is part of it.
Yes, this room specifically is for the residents dining here. You don't have to be a resident in order to use the ballroom. The ballroom, you can rent it out for whatever events you may need.
Is it really called a ballroom? I'm going to ask somebody if it's called a ballroom.
Yes, it's called a ballroom. You
No,
don't
no,
need to
I'm
ask
asking
somebody.
somebody.
I've been here since...
Why is that the thing we're questioning?
Hey, you.
The Shadarkai turns towards you. Yes.
The room the room right behind us and in front of the entrance with all the round tables and stuff. Is that the ballroom?
He kind of quirks a brow at you even asking that question. Yes, that is our ballroom. We rent it out for different events, but normally it is used as our breakfast area for residents.
Okay, so it's both breakfast nook and a ballroom. Okay, that settles that. I guess he's right.
And he looks over to Breia. Is this your pet?
You could say it like that, yes.
Oh, Breia, don't you start going there. I'm gonna make it weird.
I don't think I've yet had an interaction with you where you didn't make it weird. I think I'll be fine.
Slowly takes out notebook.
Challenge accepted.
Let's just move on to our room, please.
In a moment. This is a bar, yes?
This is where we serve drinks, yes.
What time of day is it?
By the time you got to the Gilded Stallion, it would be about 5 p.m.
Well, it is the exact correct time, so...
At the very
I'm
least,
down.
I'd like to try something that they have here before we settle in. What do you have to drink?
I will get you the alcohol menu.
You keep saying we. Do you own this place?
No, that would be her. And he points over to the satyr fairy, who waves at you. Hello.
Hello. You're very pretty. You seem so nice. Like, I just get a nice aura looking at you.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
My name is Nani. What's your name, ma'am?
Oh, my name is Trezels.
Giselle's?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting name.
Well, it's rather common from where I come from, but I can see how it can be exotic to others. Hello? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's going through.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah.
Are you from some sort of Feywild forest or something?
Indeed I am.
How lovely. You meet all sorts when you travel.
Indeed you do.
I'm very interested to try this. What is it? Fireball vodka?
Oh, that's a very special blend of mine. And she reaches under the bar and begins to mix up a fireball vodka for you.
I'll take one of those too while you've got the bottles down.
She snaps her fingers, and a second shaker appears and begins to mix. And in a couple seconds, two fireball vodkas are made and set in front of you in very classy drinking goblets with little cranberries on toothpicks. The drink itself being a very crimson color.
Mishpa reaches out and very daintily takes her goblet between her thumb and forefinger. Like, she is handling it very delicately, because just by the look of this glass, she is worried about breaking it. And she will take a moment to examine the drink before she is going to treat it like every other alcoholic beverage she has had up to this point and just knock it back.
This is what the glass looks like, by the way.
Oh, damn, that is fancy, yeah.
Is that the Fey wine?
No, that's Fireball vodka.
Okay.
It's just glass, yeah.
Yes.
It tastes very fruity. Like, you can definitely taste the alcohol in the vodka, but other than that, it tastes very fruity and poignant.
Oh, that's very nice. A lot more flavor than a lot of the alcohol I've tried up to this point. Impressive.
Quite different than the name suggests.
It's my own special blend of cranberry juice and vodka.
Well, I haven't had much experience with drinks like this before, but I can certainly say it's one of the finest I've tasted so far. You have my thanks.
She gives a polite nod.
If the rest of the accommodations are as tasty as that, I think I'm going to enjoy my stay here.
Breia just looks really proud at how good your social graces are in this instance.
Well, she's polite. She doesn't want to make an ass out of anybody else in the party.
Yeah, but they're like so good right now. Just take the compliment.
She still doesn't know where the rooms are, though.
Whenever you're ready.
I suppose I will take. I'll take the last sip of that, and I'll sit it back on the table with a gold piece next to it.
Much appreciated.
Back for something to drink in a bit. I'm curious about this pina colada, and for some reason, I want to drink it with Lafayette.
Yeah. Yeah, does Nani specifically want to do it, or is it you?
Well, as long as that drink is
It's
taken
got the
away
most
from me,
interesting
it'll be
name.
fine.
What were you saying, Breia?
She was basically saying, as long as she drinks away from me, I'm fine with it.
All right this way. Also,
Nani,
speaking of,
or
where's Lafayette?
She's still out and about town. She's on her way back,
Yeah.
but it's a fucking big ass town.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a
sir.
lot of distance to cover.
God damn it, Mishpa. I kept moving my token, but I was still holding on to it because every place I was going to put it, you moved.
Whoop, whoop.
Mishpa, this way.
Right, right.
And I'm gonna unlock the door and...
Ta-da! You see 4 double beds, with each with their own dresser, which is very ornately carved out of a bright oak wood. And you also see very fancy gilded windows here, with a vanity and vanity stool near the bathroom. And the tubs are made with sterling silver and bronze.
Wait a minute. That receptionist said that this room would be big enough for specifically 6 people. There's 4 beds, and they're double beds. So it would be for either 4 people or 8 people, not 6.
I think the estimate kind of drops when Mishpa is included.
This just in, the DM doesn't know how to count.
Justin? I've known that for a long time.
Singular clap for you.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be an issue if we pushed the beds together.
The camera side eye, thanks. Thanks.
So does this place have a... Oh, yeah, it has a bathroom. And it also has a mirror. Great. I can look at my hideous face as I paint it in the morning.
Yes.
Are
and
you
there's a
able to
bathroom
get
as well.
that shaped that perfectly without looking at it?
I've been painting my face for a long time.
Well, I mean, so have I, in a manner of speaking. I still need a mirror.
Because you have become reliant on the mirror. I have had to adapt without the mirror. So many times have I painted weird shapes on my face.
You were born with the mirror, molded by it.
God damn it, my brain just stopped at Batman reference.
Gotcha.
I had to adapt in order to not get embarrassed.
Mishpa, as you get on the bed, it is very spacious, like even more spacious than the double beds that you're used to sleeping in. And the mattress feels super soft.
I've never had a bed that hugs me as I lay down.
Yes, it's something that's quite easy to get used to, and something I miss.
As you say that, you look over and you see Mishpa has burrowed under the covers, and you just see a lump slithering underneath the covers, in a circle this whole time.
Also, Mishpa,
Yes.
as you get under the covers, Thomas, you would already know about this, but for the sake of this, I'll say you haven't said anything because it's better to experience rather than tell someone. When you get under the blanket automatically heats up to a comfortable temperature, and the weight becomes like a constant hug, like a weighted blanket.
Oh.
Man, I wish magic was real.
Oh, you touch my ta-la-la.
Nani, do yourself a favor and lay down on one of these things.
Yes, the beds here are exquisite. I just miss being here, you know?
And the pillow gets cold. This is the greatest day of my life.
Exactly!
So,
And
Nani...
this is for all the rooms.
So, Nani, when you lie down on the bed, Your back automatically straightens and it does not hurt. You actually feel very supported by this bed.
What's going on? I don't understand. My back feels weird.
There's just an insane cracking noise the moment she gets up as it goes back to its original shape.
Like
And,
prolonged crunch.
And what's even stranger about your bed is it actually begins to move and knead into your back like it's giving you a massage.
This is weird. This is nice, but this is weird. I don't know how to feel about it. I can't get up.
Nani, just let the magical experience wash over you.
And by that I mean be bedridden so you can't cause issue.
The longer she's in the bed, the more we can avoid her drinking. The longer she's in the bed.
But I'm hungry.
You are able
Well, I
to
suppose
order...
it would be unreasonable to keep you from food.
You are able to order room service.
Is room
Tom.
service on the dressers next to our beds?
Room service? You mean they'll bring me food? They'll bring me drinks?
That was my very question. This is a fantastic place.
Oh, there's a reason why it's so expensive.
How much did we spend?
Well, this room was 15 gold.
Oh, dear.
A night.
Guacamole. That's a lot of gold for...
Just for the suite. If we'd gotten single rooms, it probably would have been more expensive total, but it would have been cheaper per room, if that makes sense.
Right. Though this does leave a question. The way this room is laid out, I guess who wants to double up because someone's going to have to.
You guys just hear, like, very subtle, occasional little cracks as the bed is, like, massaging her back.
She's going to come out of that thing, like, at least 5 inches taller.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it's like it's breaking down all that weird little buildup that you get, like, in where the muscles go between your bones, and it builds up there. So you feel that, like, cracking and everything when you shift your bones when the muscles brush against them. Like, that's what's going on through my entire spine right now.
That's because your back is actually getting the support it needs.
I don't know what to say or do.
I really thought you were gonna do the. I really thought you were gonna do the snore with the fucking like nays at the end. There it is.
Just Mr. Burns, like, crawls out of her lamp and just nestles into her stomach like a little cat.
Mm-hmm. And the bed is still massaging her back.
The bed literally
Mishpa...
is lifting up like a tidal wave, like over her to still catch.
Mishpa is actually going to look over this room service thing here.
I will give you the menu.
She's gonna give you the menu so you don't get out of bed. We're gonna fix up your spine now while we clean out your head. Good, good. We're gonna rock down to...
Well, Tom, you would know. What's the best thing here? Face just buried in the cold pillow.
I don't really eat a whole lot of meat, but the lamb is beautiful. I think Mishpa would really like it. Just make sure you take the bones out before you swallow it whole.
I know exactly what to do.
I usually get the pork chop myself.
How does this work? Is it like a magical telephone or something?
Yes, there is a telestone in your room.
She is going to pick it up, look at it confused for a second. Hello?
Hello, room service.
Oh, hello. We are in the suite. We were wondering if we could order some meals.
Okay, can I have your order?
We will take 3 of everything, please.
What?
Understood, ma'am. That'll be in your room in about 30 minutes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I think I did good for my first time.
I wouldn't.
We don't know
have gone with
prices. We don't know. It's fine. It'll
3.
be fine.
3 of everything. Good.
Now
good
there
lord.
is more than enough for everyone, and we can pick and choose what we want. What's the problem?
And it'll also be on the bill because they don't mention that part.
I mean, Thomas.
So what are we
is
looking
paying,
at
so-
here? Like, we're looking at like 200 gold, or like, what's up?
Yeah.
Anyway,
One thing you need
You
to
won't
remember,
say, which means it's bad.
Usually, when a menu doesn't list its prices, it's because you find out on the bill.
I mean, it'll be fine. We've done a good job, and we deserve it. Or
We got
something
3
like
orders
that.
of
You guys have
turtle
done a
soup.
good
Who
job,
eats
and I've
turtle
also
soup?
been here.
I want to try turtle soup.
Okay, well, the turtle soup here is fine, but it's 3 orders. Come on. No one's going to eat 3 orders of turtle soup.
3!
3 orders of everything. Are we just going to have a bunch of glasses laying around? Is it every beverage too? Like, how do they take that? I mean, they'd want to run the bill up, so I imagine it does.
I mean, anything that's left over that you guys don't want, I'll take care of. Don't worry.
She's a living dumpster. It'll be fine.
Well, if there's one thing, I believe it's that.
Just don't open the minibar.
She blinks and sits up. What's that?
It's a stash of drinks they put in people's rooms to rack up their bill.
Breia's already in it.
God damn it!
Brea's got like the tips of like 5 bottles in her mouth. Huh?
What do they have in there?
you see a bunch of bags of candy. You see baked sweets. You see various drink like chocolate milk. You see some sort of carbonated beverages and fruity flavors. You see little tiny travel-sized bottles of alcohol.
As you have been saying this, Mishpa has just been pulling stuff out into her arms.
Breia truly just grabbed
sample-
all the mini bottles of alcohol before anyone. The second she got it.
Nani! Nani! They have chocolate milk.
Oh my god, chocolate milk! Like she blinks awake.
This is fucking glass shattering as you sit up.
How is the chocolate milk?
Mishpa hovers a container of chocolate milk over your face and goes, "Open." And she will pour some chocolate milk straight down your throat.
Switching to push to talk was a really good choice. You didn't need to hear the sounds I made about that.
I hope they were good sounds.
It was mostly just weird cackles. I don't think I had any control of it though, so it was bad.
Lafayette, I will say this is about the time where you can come in.
Oh, good. Is it?
Go ahead and just we'll say that you're with the party and you can go in.
I don't think I want to go in.
Join us. Join us.
Why not? What's wrong with this situation?
By the time you get into the room service has already come to the room, so you see just plates and bowls and cups everywhere of food and drink.
So I guess I would be given the rundown of where the party is then.
Yes.
Just follow the trail.
The first thing I'm going to ask before I even arrive to them is like, sign. I assume one of them speaks sign language.
Yes.
Just going to sign out. Have they been an issue?
The Owlin spellcaster says, "Oh no, they've been very polite."
Looks at the other one.
Yeah.
It's not like them.
Translation: they've provided us with more gold than we've seen from a single party in several months.
They bought the suite. They're fucking dumbasses.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going to kind of just peek into the room, since I assume it's not locked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peek inside and see how the situation is.
I'd like to think that Mishpa probably would have set a lot of the plates on her bed or around it and is just picking at things and just sampling it and eating it very, very loudly. Like it's the arrival feast all over again, where she was just gorging herself on things she has never tried and really enjoying the decadence that is being afforded to her right now.
Looking at Thomas.
You can see he is just whinging between all of the unnecessarily bought meals. The mini bar is pretty much completely empty.
Breia?
He is just screaming on the inside.
I can tell just by looking at you. Breia, what you doing?
Breia is a solid mix of these two things, where she has an unreasonable amount of food in front of her, but she's eating it like someone who was taught like fancy manners. So she's using all the right forks and everything, but she does have 2 slices of chocolate cake in front of her.
And she then looks at Nani.
Nani is flat on her back, a bit of chocolate milk around her mouth, just staring at the ceiling in a stupor as the bed is just kneading into her back as she just lays there silently.
I see.
She is just zoinked out.
Very silently closes the door. Room for one, please.
Honestly, absolutely fair. But, you know, I have to do it even though it's not going to help me. I would like to make a perception check just to see if I caught her out of the corner of my eye.
Sure.
With my -2, it'll be great.
Go for it.
Yeah.
First one was the 12. It was close.
Oh, damn.
Nope.
Nope. Food too good. Me am hungry.
Nani's too zonked out with the fucking massage thing, and Thomas, I imagine, is just in pain.
Yeah.
Thomas is looking the other way, like staring in the direction where the bathroom is, just like, I need out. I can only imagine.
Hang on, I got the perfect I've got the perfect image for Thomas right now. Where is it? Here it is.
I need to do some math real quick.
How much?
no.
How much
You
was the
weren't
room
saying
for one?
because you didn't know.
How much?
Yeah.
How much was the room for one, by the way?
5 gold pieces.
Upon realizing that the rooms for one are right next to them, I'm going to upgrade 2 for 2.
Why?
You know damn well why.
We haven't done anything yet.
That's the thing. She doesn't do good with crowds.
You get the room across the hall.
Alright, cool. How much is it?
8 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, I'll pay that. I'll fork out the payment for that, and I will also order room service right quick.
Mm-hmm.
I will order... Yeah, I'll do the pork chop with the lemon pie and some apple juice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
And I will enjoy my room in blissful silence. And also not have to deal with competitors in the bath.
Also, I'm going to make sure that Nani eats something.
I mean, she's crippled. She can't resist.
Her mouth is
What?
open. Dump the soup in there.
Turtle.
What have you brought me?
Turtle soup.
No, they turned the turtle into soup.
Yes, and we even get to keep the shell. It's quite nice.
I have mixed feelings about this.
I pour some of the soup into her mouth.
I'm only ingesting it so that it doesn't get on this wonderful bed.
Well, you better have this second bowl then.
No, don't do it. Don't do this to me. Don't make me eat the turtles.
More.
Please, I can only ingest so much liquid.
It's either the turtles or the sheep. Which would you want?
Not the sheep.
Turtle it is then.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your night?
Why couldn't you have brought me something like pudding?
Not hearty enough. You don't need the sugar.
Mr. Burns needs the sugar. He likes the eggs that are used to make the pastries. Bring Mr. Burns pastries.
For the record, Mishpa does keep her word. Anything that is not eaten by someone else, she will eat. And after like a couple hours of just enjoying the decadence, she is going to make for the door and start heading back out just to do some slithering around, some sightseeing. She wants to see how different this city is.
Okay.
What time is it now? Like 8 or so? 7?
I would say it's about 9 p.m.
Tom, are we letting her do that, or?
Absolutely not. Not on her own. Hold on.
You're a bit of a tightwad. I'll go.
You?
I said what I said. Bye.
I swear to God.
Let's see, the door to the outside was over here. Oh, hello.
Straight down and to the left.
Ah, thank you.
And hello.
Are you coming with me?
Well, I think per the rules, technically one of us has to, and frankly, I figured you'd rather have me than Thomas lecturing your ear off.
Oh, I don't know. He doesn't seem so bad. He was nice enough to feed me, after all.
Yes, but you walked out without telling him, and you know how he gets.
I figured if anybody really cared, they would ask me on my way out.
Honestly, I don't personally have that much of a problem letting you go out on your own. Or at least I wouldn't if this town wasn't, you know, the way that it is.
Are you concerned that I would be in danger?
I believe that you would be able to handle anything that happened. I'd just prefer that you didn't have to.
I appreciate that. Still, I can't imagine that anything that bad could happen out here. It isn't like the zombies have made their way down here after all.
I wonder how far they've gotten at this point.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how fast they're capable of moving, and if anything stands in their way before they get here.
They're moving too fast, if you ask me.
You're not there, so we can't ask you.
They moved a whole 3 dots. Can you believe that shit?
And I think, like, Mishpa is basically just going to wander. She has no real destination in mind. She is just slithering around as a sightseer right now.
Okay. It being as late as it is, the nightlife is not really present, but there are a few places that are still open late, mainly other taverns. There are some market stalls that are still selling street food. A lot of the general stores are still closed, all except for one peculiar shop that seems like a little bit of a hole in the wall, known as Corvier's Emporium of Everything. But other than that, the nightlife isn't really lively. Aside from, if both of you could make me perception checks.
Yes, our greatest of
two.
stats.
Yes, our best stat.
That's pretty good.
Hey, all right.
Boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See?
Oh wow, look at you.
You do hear the sound of a scuffle in one of the alleys.
Well, initially, I wanted to check out Corvier's, but hearing the sound of the scuffle, like, she cannot resist her curiosity, especially if there is a good fight involved, so she is going to take a look at that.
Okay. You look down the alley, and it being rather dark, you don't see much, but you do see two figures in a bit of a scuffle. One very much larger than the other, and surprisingly a lot more fit. while the other one seems to be wearing some sort of hooded cloak.
Is there any sort of indication as to what the scuffle is about? Any item that they seem to be fighting over, or?
You do see a handbag being dropped as the cloaked figure seems to lose.
Oh no.
Kind of tilts her head a little bit at that, and she is going to slither forward to see if she can get a closer look.
Okay. You get closer and make me a stealth check if you are trying to be stealthy.
Come on. It's Mishpa.
Breia's behind. Breia is trying to be stealthy.
Okay, no stealth for Mishpa, but go ahead and roll stealth, Breia. You are invisible in the night. Anyway.
Hell yes.
Mishpa, you are kind of a bit obvious with your coloration and your size. You tower over this individual at your full height. As he begins to try to drag the cloaked figure out of the alley, he bumps into you, and you see a rather husky-looking man in an owlbear mask.
She kind of tilts her head a little bit. Is something the matter?
Fear not, wary citizen. I am Owlbearman. I was just taking this criminal into justice.
Owlbearman. Interesting name. And how is he a criminal? What has he done that has caused such an issue?
He points over to one of the houses. He just tried to rob that poor woman's house. Had a handbag with him. That's obviously not his. And he holds up the handbag, which you can see plainly is a woman's purse, while the guy he's holding is clearly a man.
Well, I didn't expect to meet a vigilante out here. I didn't think this was the type of city that called for something like that.
I've garnered quite the reputation as of late, but I try my best to uphold the law where the law...
The law!
Hold on, DM's trying to think of word. Fails. There you go.
I see. Very interesting. And here I was hoping for a good scuffle myself. Still, I suppose if you're out here keeping this place safe, then there's no reason for me to get involved.
Of course, dear citizen. Never fear, for I am here.
Alright, bootleg All Might, settle down.
I step away for 1 second and we get our first appearance of Owlbearman.
Yep.
Well, it has nothing to do with me, so I will leave you to your external affairs. Good luck and keep fighting the good fight, then.
Of course.
She will nod, glance back, and start slithering back out of the alley, looking quite nonplussed.
I had heard stories, but I kind of figured they were all, I don't know, exaggerated.
So he wasn't kidding when he said he had a reputation?
No, he's pretty much a fact of life down here, though I don't know what I expected the costume to be.
By the way, with that perception, you guys also see a wanted poster for Owlbear Man.
Yeah, like that. Look at that.
She kind of blinks a bit.
And you see that his bounty is 5,000 gold.
She blinks again and takes a closer look. Does it give a reason as to why he is wanted?
Vigilantism.
Oh, well, there you go.
I suppose that
Interesting.
doesn't surprise me much.
And also disturbing the peace and clogging up the Temple of the Tribunal.
Clogging up the Temple of the Tribunal.
There are
Yes.
too many people in jail. That son of a bitch.
Oh, is that what that means? Because I thought, like, clogging up the Temple of the Tribunal, I thought that meant that, like, he went to the church and took a really big dump.
No. It's like the wet bandits from Home Alone.
Oh,
He just
God.
clogs the sink and turns it on and lets it run.
Yeah. Dumb. Oh, so dumb.
Mishpa kind of scratches the back of her head a bit. I am confused. This owlbear man is a good person, is he not?
Arguable, but generally the law doesn't like people who make them look incompetent, which I imagine having a guy run around doing your job for you kind of does.
Isn't that kind of what we do?
Typically only after being asked.
Ah, I see. So he's much more proactive. You kind of see the gears start turning in Mishpa's head. Wonder if
That
he could use a
and whether
sidekick.
I'm sorry, what now?
Hmm?
No, what was that last thing you said? What?
Oh, just musing. Don't worry about it.
I would like to see you try to pull off the dark brooding vigilante thing. You might have a hard time hiding up on rooftops, though.
Mishpa kind of glances towards the wall of one of the buildings next to her and starts examining it. How climbable do the buildings here look?
It is kind of pretty Gothic architecture, so very easily.
She glances back at Breia for a second before shrugging, and she is going to try climbing up to the roof.
I am begging you not to. You know people can, like, hear things slithering up walls. It'll only... Okay.
Roll me an athletics check, Mishpa.
Okay. God damn it, that's with a +5.
You think you get a good grip. You're getting about a 10-foot reach up, but you kind of tumble down after a what you think is a handhold snaps off of its base, and you tumble down.
Maybe I should keep closer to the ground.
You think? Are you alright?
I'm fine. It wasn't even that big of a drop. Just more embarrassed than anything else.
Here I was thinking I needed to be here to keep you out of trouble with people, and you in trouble with walls.
What can I say? I just wanted to impress you.
You do a pretty good job of that most of the time, dear.
Ooh, if Nani heard that.
Scribble, scribble,
Don't
scribble,
say
scribble.
that.
Scribble, scribble.
Don't say that. She's going to astral project, and we're just going to see her hovering there with a notepad.
What do you think I'm doing in this bed? Astral projection. I
Her
activate.
soul has left her body, and she's actually floating around town right now.
I activate the sheep talisman. Anyone? Jackie Chan Adventures reference?
I remember.
Nope.
I remember, but God, it's been so long that the reference flew over my head until you said it.
Looks like most places are closed, and surprisingly, a city this big doesn't seem to have much of a nightlife. I thought there would be more raucous things happening at this hour. You want to check out that emporium before we go back?
To be clear, you said before when you were announcing the grand opening of this place, in theory, this is just a place that pops up all over the place, right? Like there are just
Yes.
these are just a thing everywhere.
Yes.
Sorry, oh, there's a Corvius here? Well, I suppose I should have guessed that.
She tilts her head a bit. Have you been here before?
Not to this city, but there's one in pretty much every town of note.
I didn't realize there were so many people named Corvia here.
It's a chain. It's one person.
That's a building.
Oh, right. A chain is when there is a business run by a person. Make multiple of that are run by sub-managers that feel really bad about the position they're in and really think that if they grind hard enough, they'll be as rich as that guy.
Why you always gotta make it real, huh?
I also forgot to mention Rotodados is open 24/7.
Yes, baby!
You just ordered 3 of everything and you want to go to fucking Rado.
Yes! Yes!
At least that won't be using my money. God.
Not that we can really go. I'm already full of soup and ham and sheep.
Proceeds to steal your fucking wallet.
I think I understand. It seems a bit weird to me. I would like to think that a different shop would be able to handle that just as well as the same shop in different locations, but I am curious.
Well, then we may as well stop in. I see no harm in it.
She nods, and she will slither inside and take a quick look around.
Okay. You go inside the little hole-in-the-wall shop, and it seems really tiny when you enter, but inside it is ginormous. You see aisles upon aisles of everything anyone could ever buy, including an aisle full of toys and trinkets, food, furniture. You even see a space for realty. You see mounts and vehicles.
Do they sell hot dogs here?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
for only 1 copper piece.
Holy shit. And they've kept it that price this whole time.
Yes.
I would imagine it would have been like a silver 5 copper.
Meh.
God, I love this place.
This is fantastic. Breia, help. I have choice paralysis.
Breia has already wandered into the toy aisle. She seems to be looking for, like, they just released a new doll of her favorite musical, and she needs it. Definitely not based on any real-life experience anyone has had lately.
Also forgot to... Uh-oh. Did I not? Oh no. Hopefully I didn't lose that note. Oh no.
Oh no, she hasn't priced every single item in this place.
This
It's not-
seems like the kind of place where you price based on vibes, I think.
No, that's not the thing. Yes, I found it. Yay! Okay. Huzzah! So,
What was going to happen if you didn't find it? Oh my god.
anyway, I will give you a list of homebrew items that I have come up with thus far.
Boy, I hope none of them lead to me being just absolutely busted again. That would be terrible for you if it happened twice.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure she's balanced the shit out of these items.
I believe.
Be funny if someone retroactively stole my wallet or some shit.
Retroactive sleight of hand.
Yeah. I'm not doing all this fucking formatting. I'm not doing all this fucking formatting. There you go.
Oh no, the crab's back.
All my homebrew items, like house.
Aria, the crab's back.
Yeah, baby.
Fuck your father, fuck your father.
Fuck your father.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Does the fairy dragon by any chance look exactly like close to what Charlie looks like, just a little bit off?
No.
Fabulous. I'm glad to know he's unique.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, she grabs what she came here for, spider plushie.
I think, like...
By the way, the doll you were
Mishpa
looking...
is...
By the way, the doll you were looking for
Sorry,
is on sale.
Yes! Now that's not true to my real life experiences.
I think Mishpa is just so incredibly overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff here. And the fact that she's got quite a bit of money, but she's not 100% sure that she wants to let go of it yet. She is going to buy a few bouquets of flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And do they have a like a card section here, like a greeting card section or something like that?
Yep.
She is going to look for a card that says "Sorry for spending so much of your money."
Incredible. Yes.
Jesus.
Surprisingly
Hey,
enough,
at least she's thinking about you.
Surprisingly enough, as you think of that specific card, a card that you're looking for appears in the card section.
She picks it up, and I like to imagine that it has those words on it and has like a goblin shaking an empty wallet on the front. And yeah, she will get 4 bouquets of flowers and that greeting card, and that's going to be it for her for right now.
Okay, so that'll be 5 silver pieces and a copper piece.
Okay.
The flowers,
Alright.
if 4 bouquets and card cost 5 silver, 1 copper.
They're very good flowers.
You would not believe how good these flowers are.
Well, no, but like, how do 4 cards add up to 5 silver? Or how do 4 bouquets add up to 5 silver? It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's a chain store. You got to factor in tax.
Also, have you ever bought a bouquet of roses? It's like $30 minimum.
They are
Minimum.
expensive.
I ain't talking about the price. I was just talking about how the numbers didn't line up. But I guess if they're like...
They're 1.2 each. How about that?
Yeah, but then they'd have to be 1.25 to add up to 5.
This
Hush.
particular store runs off of American tax logic, and then it rounds up because they're real assholes.
0.2% tax. There you go. Problem solver. Moving on.
You did it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Breia
Don't worry
does
about
like come back with like basically just $2 in a bag, which just visibly are of what would appear to be Glinda the Good Witch and the Wicked Witch of the West, and she is bouncing up and down. You've never seen her so overjoyed.
She kind of smiles a little bit at that, and she offers you one of the 4 bouquets that she bought.
By the way, when you guys get up to the counter, you actually see the store owner as he manifests in front of you from a grate in the ceiling. A plume of purple smoke oozes into the room, and you hear the rattling of bones and membranes as a creature forms in front of you. A dragon of pure bone and sinew.
I like you cut, G.
And he smiles down at you. Welcome! What can I do for you?
I love that that's that thing's voice. That's so funny. That's so wonderful.
Will this be all for you today?
Yes, I think it will.
Splendid! And he gives you each of your totals, which for you, Mishpa, I already said. For Breia, it'll be just 2 gold pieces.
Wonderful.
God, collector's items are so expensive.
Bold assumption, really, that they would only be the equivalent of $10. Those dolls are like $30 a piece.
I was going to say, 1 gold is surprisingly cheap.
For adventurers.
True.
Thank you so much. I'm sure I will be back again. Are you Corvier?
Yes, that is me.
Hell of a place you have here, I must say.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I know that it might not be very profitable in the short term, but have you ever considered opening a branch on the Isle of Ash?
Splendid idea. What's the Isle of Ash?
Never mind, we can discuss it later.
Alrighty.
Is this a pre-recorded message of a guy who's like really dead, or like what's up?
You don't know.
And I have never known.
Nope.
Is that one of those things where it's like it's a mystery what Corvier's deal is, and no one knows except for the higher ups at the corporation?
Correct.
Fabulous. Okay. Well, you heard her. We gotta invade the corporate offices of Corvier's and find out what the fuck's up.
Too bad no one knows where the corporate offices is.
We'll find it. We'll find it. We now have a goal. We'll find it.
Maybe not even in this campaign. It'll be like 5 campaigns from now, set in a different area completely, and it'll be there, and I'll be like, well, it's time.
But yeah, as we head out, and you're bouncing with your dolls, Mishpa does offer you one of the bouquets that she bought.
What? Oh. Oh, well, that's beautiful. Thank you. Now I feel really like I should have grabbed you something.
Oh, don't. I honestly couldn't think of anything that I actually needed in the moment, and I didn't want to walk out of there without getting at least a little something, and I figured something for those that I appreciate very much would be a good use of my money.
Well, that's extraordinarily thoughtful of you.
Is it? It just seemed like the right thing to do at the moment.
It is. Not everyone's like that, I suppose.
So
I'd like to think that this awkward silence is actually happening in character right now.
So-
Mishpa does not know how to respond to that.
10 seconds into the awkward silence, she has to jump to do it, but she does kiss you on your cheek.
polycule, polycule, polycule.
God, fucking damn.
Also, Mitty,
What?
you've been ignoring my messages.
I don't notice the damn, like, I'm busy, bro. Like, my status, I mean.
I sent you a thing in Roll22. Beach.
Oh.
Beach.
Beach.
Beesh. Burger.
I am doing a thing, but I'm doing it sneakily.
Okay, thanks for letting us know. Yeah, I do think that you would see Mishpa's face heat up a little bit at the kiss, because she was definitely not expecting it, and her inner monologue right now is two kisses in like a week. She's on a roll.
Going great out here for you.
Yep. But yeah, I think after that, like, if there's nothing else that Breia wants to do, Mishpa would probably start heading back.
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay, anyway. Fuck. So I will say the night goes on without much more incident. Next morning.
Yeah?
Damn,
Well, hang
you
on,
good?
I gotta give everybody their flowers first.
I blanked out. What just happened?
Oh, this is gonna be great. Please, Blaze. Build up to whatever the fuck is going on with me.
What's happening here?
Yeah. All right.
I'll be
Listen,
completely
what?
honest. I'm not entirely sure, so this is going to be fun.
I'm just gonna let that build on the side. We're not gonna rush to that, madam. We're gonna pace through this night to where she can at least distribute the flowers, okay?
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
understood.
Oh, I'm more than happy to figure this out before we get to the next morning.
As she
Because
slithers,
there's no hitch. There's a hitch. There's something going on. Don't you dare say the night passes without a hitch. Something's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I was actually about to say out loud, like, are you sure about that, bitch?
So,
first things first, Mishpa is going to stop by the front desk. Excuse me, did Chinchilla Animus come through here recently?
She sure did. She should be... And she gives you the room number.
Good. Also, do you have a writing utensil I could use real quick?
Of course, and she hands you a quill.
She takes out the card that she got and scribbles something in it real quick before handing it back. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant evening.
You too.
Okay. And she is going to head through, probably twisting around a little bit. First, she's going to stop by Lafayette's room and just knock at the door gently.
about silence for about a minute or two.
Ah, I see. She's made the sensible choice and gotten a separate room.
And the door opens enough, and you see a more or less undressed Lafayette peeking from behind the door.
And she will immediately gently push the bouquet of flowers towards you.
Blink, but holds out a hand and gently takes it.
Wish you were there. Have a pleasant evening.
Wish you were there.
Blink looks over to Breia.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you. They're nice flowers, though. I would just take them.
You have no right to be getting stressed out, Blaze. You're the one that instigated whatever the fuck is happening.
Thomas.
Yeah?
Lafayette just smiles towards Breia and then just nods.
Look at the chat, please.
Have a good night, Lafayette.
Oh,
Shoot.
nice.
You don't notice anything.
Pepino sees nothing.
Oh, yeah. There, see now.
But yeah, Lafayette has a sly grin and gives a soft wave towards you,
no.
Breia, before closing the door.
Oh.
I think that might be the nicest interaction I've ever had with her.
I think I'll just wait on this side of the door until whatever the fuck is going on gets resolved.
I don't think you want to do that.
What's
Please
happening?
don't.
Oh no.
What the fuck is going on? What do I not see?
What you don't
Okay, so I guess,
see,
yeah, Mishpa will go in.
please roll me perception checks, both of you.
Oh yeah, the people with the worst wisdom in the party. Yeah, this will go great.
Look,
You might do better than a 9.
Look, please.
Will I?
Mishpa,
31.
Mishpa, you have seen this before. Nani is fucking dying!
Okay.
From
Jesus
poison.
Christ. Right.
From poison.
Poison.
Mishpa walks in and is about to say something to Thomas, but looking over and seeing Nani, and I'm assuming there is like a telltale sign I can immediately recognize. She will drop the flowers in the card and quickly slither over. She's not going to say anything. She is immediately going to bite down on her and start sucking out the poison.
Mishpa.
Does that actually work?
Oh my goodness.
Nani is limp, and her eyes are open, and they are lifeless.
And you also see that she is foaming at the mouth.
Shit. Let's see. Do I have anything in my pack?
Nani, roll me another death save, please.
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah, this is my third one.
That's a second fail.
that-
That's a second fail.
Second!
I assume Nani's bag is right next to the bed, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Can I use my poisoner's kit, or my proficiency with a poisoner's kit, to see if she has anything in there, because she was basically our, like, medical person, to see if she has anything in there that can counteract the poison?
Sure.
I do have a herbalism kit. By their powers combined, maybe.
That's a
What the hell
14.
is going on?
Poison.
I will
Poison?
say, you are able to compile something of an antidote.
I really hope that this works. And she is going to pour it down her throat and sort of massage her neck to get her to swallow.
Roll me a d20.
So nervous, I forgot where it was.
It's having trouble going down, and you're not sure if it is working.
Everybody else is having a panic. Me, I'm comfortable. I'm having a bath. Life is good.
She's doing great. She don't know about any of this.
So, I dodged a bullet and then some.
What could have poisoned her? I didn't. What?
It's not
What?
working. Can I try again?
You can. In the meantime, Nani,
Well,
make me another death save, please. That is a third fail. And you guys feel that Nani is no more.
Shit, is this what this feels like?
There is, I imagine, there is a collective silent stare from everybody towards the DM, like, what?
Pretty much, but also a question. I'm assuming that the church doesn't really have, like, completely closed availability hours and that somebody there would still be around.
Oh, of course.
Right. Well, I suppose I'm going to... Trying to think whether it would be better to just call for them or if it would be better to go. But,
I think it would be better to go. Doesn't Revivify have a very short time window?
You're
A
not
minute.
going to get there in a minute.
like an hour, yeah.
There's no way we're going to be able to, like, get you there or have anybody arrive that knows Revivify within the next 60 seconds.
Oh, it is a minute. Shit. Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a diamond in my bag if somebody in the tavern knows Revivify.
Even then, it's still a minute.
I did
That
mention
is
that
very much...
I did mention that there are spellcasters in the tavern.
I'm unaware. One of you motherfuckers go. Start moving. Use your feet.
Tom, go ask if there are any spellcasters that know Revivify around here. I think Nani had a diamond on her.
On it. I am sprinting down the hallway.
Breia will look through her bag to see if she can hunt down that diamond.
It's pretty easy to find. And you see the two, the Owlin and the Awakened Monkey, look at you very startled at seeing your expression and how fast you're running. Whoa, whoa, where's the fire?
Do you know someone who knows Revivify?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Please follow me. We have one of our compatriots. She's dead. She's been poisoned.
What? Okay.
Breia just hands over the diamond, no questions.
Being given the diamond, she does fumble a little bit, but she does, even in her panic, she takes a deep breath and she presses the diamond onto Nani's chest before muttering her incantations, and you all see a brilliant blue light envelop the diamond and then Nani as it turns into dust and seems to flow around her. And Nani, you awaken with 1 HP and feeling very ill.
Oh my god. Oh boy. What the hell happened? You were here. What?
I didn't see anything.
And Nani, you immediately need to throw up.
She leans off the side of the bed that nobody else is standing on and just...
Oh, dear.
What was in that turtle soup?
That is a very good question. And she looks at the Owlin. Who prepares the meals?
It varies from day to day. What is going on?
I don't think any of us knows, which is quite concerning.
I'll go see who was on shift at that moment. When did she have the soup?
5, 6 in the evening.
I'll go see who was working that shift. And she rushes out.
I think Mishpa slithers back towards the door as the Owlin rushes out, and she picks up one of the 2 discarded bouquets and slithers back and hesitantly places it on the bed next to the very ill Nani for a second before she goes and she slithers out.
If I was poisoned, maybe I can cure myself.
Well, it might not be a bad idea to try. Just don't overexert yourself.
Nani uses lesser restoration on herself.
You use lesser restoration, and you feel a lot better. Your stomach isn't churning as much. You do still feel, your throat is a bit sore from hawking up all that soup and whatever else was in your stomach. But you definitely feel a lot better.
Oh, that feels a lot better. I'm not in a consistent amount of pain on the inside.
Well, it's something.
I was I was poisoned?
It
Didn't
appears so.
Mishpa... Didn't Mishpa eat the turtle soup too?
Yes, now that I think about it.
Maybe it's something to do with her being a snake. I don't know.
Do Nagas have poison resistance?
We are totally immune to poison, yes.
There you go.
Nani's also going to use Cure Wounds on herself.
Good
Just
idea.
trying to make herself feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a nat 1 on healing. What the fuck is going on tonight? Like, literally, when I was told to make a con save, nat 1.
Oh
Well,
dear, Jesus.
And then 3 failed death saves. I got 1 good one, but, like, 3 failed death saves? Like, really? Like, I don't know what you were going for, Blaze, but you should have attempted fate.
Have the bowls and things been cleared from here, or are some of them still around?
They are still around. No one has been by to clean the room yet.
I'm not proficient with a poisoner's kit or anything, but would I be able to investigate the bowls and such just to see if I notice anything off?
Sure, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Wonk.
You do notice that the inside of the all the bowls of turtle soup are coated with poison. A very slow-acting poison.
Well, I'm really glad that looked extremely gross to me.
Wait, do all the bowls have poison in them?
Every single one.
We need to show those ladies. They need to know. What if somebody else got the turtle soup in that time frame?
Right.
I'm on it. Breia, you
Don't
stay
worry
here.
about me. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, but someone still needs to look after you.
Right, just in case somebody comes in to try to finish the job.
Besides, all of those bowls were brought for all of us. It would probably not be a good idea to just assume that we're not being targeted directly, though I can't imagine why. We just got here.
Yeah, that is pretty weird. Maybe it's an anarchist.
Anarchists aren't generally going to target adventurers. They would be much too busy dealing with, poisoning members of the church or something.
Well, maybe it's somebody that works for that weird winged lady that we met back in North Hollow.
Wouldn't that be something?
She knows of us. She knows that we were looking into matters. And she knew that we might meet again, so who knows? Maybe if she's aware that we entered this city, she is directly targeting us. We know too much as it is.
Perhaps, but I don't know. She seemed to see us as entertainment. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't kill a clown in the middle of his act.
That's just the thing. What's more entertaining than watching them slowly die and everybody else panic about it?
Suppose that's fair.
We have no way of knowing for certain. It's just speculation at this point.
When Mishpa comes back, I may have her look into what type of poison that is as well.
Perhaps I can figure it out. My knowledge is a bit more towards healing plants, but I have some knowledge of poisons. Let me have a look. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to examine.
Well, Tom took the bowls, but you have a decent-sized sample there, and she points at the vomit on the floor.
She rolls onto her side and stares down at it. Let's see what I can decipher from these chunks.
In the meantime,
Must you
Awful.
describe it that way?
Awful. I gotta blow chunks.
in the meantime, Mishpa.
Yeah, Mishpa slithers out looking stoically distraught, I guess is a way to describe it. And she immediately slithers to Lafayette's door and starts knocking again, though this time it is much more frantic, much harder. You can practically hear the panic in the way that she is pounding at your door.
Lafayette will step out of the tub and wrap herself up as tightly as she can with the towels provided, and quickly opens the door. You can see that the flowers have been placed on the dresser drawer over there.
I don't think in the situation that she would notice, though. If she did, she would be very happy to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And she is standing there, stony, looking down at you. Someone poisoned our food.
Head tilt.
Nani died. She was revived, but I fed her poison soup.
She then rests a hand on like one of the towels and then raises her other one and slowly signs out. She was poisoned.
She nods.
By what? You said the soup?
The turtle soup, yes.
Are any of the other plates affected?
She thinks about it, but shakes her head. Not that I could tell. No one else seemed to be affected. I and Nani were the only ones who had the soup. Oh, I had it willingly. I force-fed it to her.
Just a slow inhale through her nose and just a soft exhale out of her nose before she signs out. If you're going to start beating yourself up, don't. Because you would have no idea if it was poison or not to begin with until it happened. So it's not your fault. Let's make that very clear. Second, we need to figure out who made that soup tonight.
Tomas is on the Owlin woman who revived her is going to check who was on the shift when the soup was made, and Tomas is going to inform the staff.
Good. Lafayette will then step aside and kind of open the door, kind of offering her an inside if she needs to calm down.
Thank you. Sorry, I just feel like it's going to rain again.
She'll just gently place a hand on your back and then just let it run along your tail as you slither by before she closes the door once all of you is in.
She slithers over towards the bed and just kind of leans against it and covers her eyes with one hand. And she's doing her best to hold it together, but it's very clear that she is very shaken by what happened, especially with the fact that despite your words, she was the one who fed the soup to Nani, and she also failed to counteract the poison before it did actually kill her.
Mm-hmm. Lafayette's going to give you a little bit of privacy, and she's going to head back to the bathroom to kind of finish up drying off and also get ready to like get properly dressed again, at least enough for the night to where she's at least presentable and not fucking bare. Not that it matters with you, but you know. But after a few moments, she will step out in a kind of a lazy-looking attire. It's like a white shirt with long pants. And just walks over and just sits beside you.
I think by the time that you finished up and got back out, she would have gotten a handle on herself, though it is clear that her eyes are a bit damp.
Mm-hmm.
But she does look like she has calmed down a little bit since then.
Lafayette will just reach over and she provide gentle pats along your scales.
She, with permission, would wrap an arm around you and just hold you close for just a brief second, showing her appreciation.
Yeah, she'd allow it.
Thank you. I just thought you should be informed, and I didn't want to break down in front of anyone.
She just silently nods before clapping her hands to get the attention, and then signs out with both of her hands, being able to speak a little bit more, or I say speak, sign a little bit more efficiently. Even the toughest of people have their weak moments. And if you don't cry at all, then you're not really an individual. That's probably sane, to be honest. It takes a hell of a lot more to cry in front of friends than it does anything else.
I suppose that is true, yes.
But I suppose this is where she just stops signing as she kind of seems a little bit self-reflective for a second before shakes her head. Can't get a damn break, can we?
Doesn't seem like it, no. I should go back and see if there's anything more I can do to assist.
Lafayette will then hop up and then make her way towards the door. And motions her to follow. And she will accompany you to go check up on Nani, since she was not aware of the situation. And as a precaution, the door will be locked behind her as she leaves.
Okay. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see the Owlin and the owner.
Yes.
Okay. You do that, and you see that they are absolutely in a panic because they just got off the telestone with the chef that was on duty at the time, and he assured everyone that he had made the soup to the restaurant specifications just as any normal night. There was no way that anything was wrong with the soup.
And we found out that there was like stuff in the bowl that was the poison.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show them the bowls. Well, perhaps it wasn't the chef, but whoever was serving the dishes. Someone lined the bowls with poison.
They both take a look at the bowls, of course not touching the poison, but you do see the Owlin cast a spell over it, and the bowls glow a dim blue. He is right. They are coated with some sort of poison. But why? Who? Trizelle actually looks towards the Owlin. Go interview the servers. One of them has to know something. I will inform the guard and the tribunal of what is going on. We will be getting to the bottom of this.
We are on a mission from the prince to try and rehabilitate a couple of people from the Isle of Ash. Maybe it's someone who was sort of opposed to that sort of thing.
It could be possible, though. You say you have some people from the Isle of Ash. I figured, well, no offense, but Naga aren't exactly common here.
Yes, we're well aware.
So I figured something must have happened, but no one that I know of knows about this little program of yours.
Well, someone has to. It would be the only explanation I can think of.
As I said, I will get in touch with the tribunal, and we will launch a full investigation. I myself am going to investigate the staff, and we will get to the bottom of this. In the meantime, because of this happening, the least I can do is waive any of your bill tonight. In fact, and she hands back the 15 gold that you spent on the room, please, consider this repentance for all that has happened. Your stay with us while you are in Vaker, as well as any room service and such, considered on the house.
Oh, you fucking pussy. You didn't want to charge Thomas. You coward.
I don't even think that's what this was all about from the beginning.
It's not that she didn't want to charge Thomas, it's that she didn't want to do the math for how much she would have to.
No, I did.
Probably.
No, I did the math, and none of you could afford it.
That's crazy.
Because the
Wait.
total bill that you guys have accumulated thus far is 470 gold.
I mean, we could have split that between some of us.
400 gold.
So the rooms aren't expensive. It's the fucking food that's the goddamn robbery.
Like I
Go
said,
fucking
don't touch
figure.
the fucking minibar.
But now it's on the house, so I can do it again.
At that point, take everything. What are they gonna do? Take it back? No. There's no take backsies, you could call it. Anyway.
The Owlin actually speaks up. I bet it was one of those necromancers.
I honestly have no idea, but whoever did it, I mean, they're
Right,
going to have to answer a lot of questions.
Right, we cannot know for sure, but as I said, we will be launching a full investigation. And I am sorry, this has never happened before.
I'd say I've been coming here for literally hundreds of years, and I've never once even heard of this happening.
Well, we are very pleased to hear that. But yes. Does your friend need hospital care?
No, we've managed to revive her, and she's mostly back on her feet. She's a healer herself, so at this point, all she'd need now is just some rest.
All right. If you are absolutely sure, we will do I will personally do anything that I can to help make this right.
Honestly, levying the bill is about the most that you could do at the moment.
Right. I do suggest that you go see Nixara at the Temple of the Tribunal first thing in the morning. She should be there, and she will definitely take your case.
Thank you.
I'll put a warden with her for you, so that she knows to expect you.
Again, thank you.
Of course.
And now it's my turn to head back to the room. Carpet's a lot more tattered than I remembered. How's Nani doing?
I have cured myself of poison, but I have failed to cure myself of pain.
Do you think you can sleep it off?
So sorry.
It really,
Mishpa, I do not
it's really
blame
my
you.
fault. I was the only one here. I should have noticed that she was dying of poison.
Mishpa, you didn't put the poison in the soup, and you couldn't know that it was poisoned. You're Wait, are you immune to poison?
I thought everyone knew that. Yes, Nagas are inherently immune to pretty much any mundane poison you could think of.
Okay, I just wanted to double check that for reference. You couldn't have known that the poison was in the bowls. I mean, you drank it, but you're immune to it. It didn't affect you.
All the same, I do feel bad about what happened.
I understand that you feel bad, but know that I forgive you and I do not blame you.
She kind of smiles at that and sort of nudges the slightly frayed bouquet towards you. I got you flowers. You drop off.
How appropriate. Flowers, to my knowledge, are a way of telling your loved ones that you're sorry. They are also just a beautiful gesture. She takes the flowers and, what kind of flowers are they? Are they nice?
It's a wildflower bouquet.
Chrysanthemums. I've always wanted to see chrysanthemums. They're so pretty. Look, they're purple and pink and green. Oh. Green flowers. Isn't that the concept? Not just the stems, the flowers themselves.
Lafayette has this look. It's like, yeah, she's fine. I'm leaving now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I'd like to get out of this bed, though. Would it be okay for me to stand up?
Just do so slowly, I think. Mishpa will offer you a hand to help you stand up.
Okay. Nani takes your hand and she stands up, shifting her shoulders, and she is 6 feet taller. I mean, not 6 feet, 6 inches.
Damn.
I was gonna say, holy shit!
God damn you,
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
doubled in
imagine.
damn you, Freudian slips.
Her head fucking hits the ceiling.
She is 6 inches taller.
I have become enhanced.
Oh, fuck. I haven't forced myself to stand up straight in a really long time, but now it's just happening naturally. I don't think that I could bend if I wanted to right now.
Huh. I don't know what I expected.
I'm not used to being able to look you in the eyes like this.
I'm not used to it myself. Everything feels a little weird. It's been a long time. I mean, I could force myself to do it before, but like now my entire spine is forcing me to do this. Ugh. I mean, I don't know if that bed is a godsend or a bad send.
I think your spine is supposed to hold you up. I think that's its purpose.
Yes, you're supposed to stand up straight.
I suppose because of my desk posture, basically my spine was dangling my head around like a cat toy.
You know what? That makes sense. I've known a lot of people like that.
Cat toy. My girlfriend's a cat.
I should probably clean up that vomit.
I hate to ask this, but you might want to keep a small sample of it. It's really the only remaining sample we have of the venom.
Does anyone have any empty bottles or vials I can use for that purpose?
Let me see what I've got. I mean,
Wait a minute. Those tiny alcohol bottles. They're still on the ground, right?
Yep.
They can substitute as a vial.
She'll hand you one.
Is it empty?
No, but she drinks it really quickly, and now it is.
Of course. Yep, she will take it. She's gonna clean it out with fresh water first, and then she will go and get a sample of the vomit before cleaning that up a bit.
I'm surprised that Mr. Burns wasn't freaking out the whole time.
Mr. Burns hasn't been there. He disappeared when you died.
Wait a minute. She holds up the lamp and she gives it a little jostle. Mr. Burns? Mr. Burns, you're okay. What happened to you, little buddy?
And he climbs up all over you.
My little boy.
Many, many licks.
Just out of curiosity, just looking over the sample that we have, and with my knowledge of poison, is there any sort of like identification I can give this?
Whoever did this was a professional.
This is not a naturally occurring poison, I can tell you that much. This isn't like just straight snake venom or anything. Whoever did this knows what they were doing, and they mixed this purpose-built to take us out without anyone suspecting until it was too late.
If that's the case, we need to be here as little as possible.
But we already bought the room for the night. Maybe we should just be on watch. Like as if we were camping.
Oh yes, what I just meant was, once we're done with whatever we need to do here, we need to move immediately. This town isn't safe.
Do we still have the baby?
Yep.
What a good baby. That baby didn't even like freak out that somebody was fully dying.
She's asleep.
I mean, to be fair, I guess babies also don't understand the concept of death. So I guess they'd be
Correct.
doing all right no matter what.
They're clueless.
I totally forgot about the baby.
Don't say that in character.
Well, it's true. I literally just forgot about the baby entirely.
Like,
I mean, it was a stressful situation, wouldn't you?
She's just been asleep in Mishpa's bed the whole time. What?
very cool.
Oh,
So we want to get the baby out of this town. We want to get out of this town. It seems like we want to get on the road as soon as possible. And I don't think that we have a lot of reason to stick around.
I don't know if taking the baby with us any further would be a good idea. I at least want to confer with Lafayette and see if her journey upwards yielded any information on a decent orphanage we might be able to leave her at.
She also seemed to have a bit of an extended plan beyond that. I did need to discuss what that was with her.
Well, for now, perhaps we should at least try to get some rest. Oh, and before I forget, these are for you. I think they're a little bit crushed in all the excitement. And she will offer the last bouquet and the card to Tomas.
Thank you. He's going to look at the card.
On the front, it has a goblin shaking an empty coin purse, and it just says, "Sorry, I spent all of your money." And on the inside, there's a very crudely but cutely drawn snake with big teary eyes poking her hands together, and an arrow pointing to it with words that say, "This is my sorry face."
Beautiful.
I need art of that. That is adorable. Mishpa. I mean, thank you.
She just nods her head gently before she slithers over and hugs the baby gently before trying to settle down and get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
What did we have planned in this town?
I don't know. We got a lot of stuff thrown at us.
Let's
We got the
see.
magistrate. We got Owlbear Man. We got the necromancers. Like initially, it was just supposed to be a place that we stopped at on our way through to the next city. But like, a lot of mysterious shit is happening in here right now. I mean, at the very least, I would like to confirm who the fuck tried to poison us.
When we get up tomorrow, we need to talk to... Who was it we needed to talk to?
Nixara.
When we get up tomorrow, we need to talk to Nixara in the temple. The temple. The church, whatever.
The place.
Yes. And then, do we have anything from there?
Not off the top of my head, apart from just, if we can, finding a place for little Miracle.
Yes. Finding a place for Miracle, if at all possible. And if that's all, then we can leave probably by tomorrow afternoon.
That seems optimistic, but, you know, we can try.
I mean, with any luck, I don't want to stay here any longer than we should.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. And then she, Tom, she throws your coin purse onto the table next to your bed.
What? What is my? Where did you get this? Where did you get this?
She just slinks under the covers. Remain vigilant.
Lafayette would be proud.
How much did you spend, by the way?
You'll notice that technically it's a coin purse and then 2 gold next to it. She spent your 2 gold. She's giving it back, but she did spend your 2 gold.
Oh.
So then, with that being said, Lafayette.
One more thing. Before we do that, there is one more thing I want to do real quick. Let me just roll. Okay. So as the night passes, Mishpa is still having a lot of trouble sleeping. So at some point during the night, when everyone else is asleep, she sort of slinks out of the bed, still carrying Miracle, because she doesn't want to leave like an infant just on a bed without any sidebars. And seeking some sort of comfort, she slides into Thomas's bed and falls asleep next to him.
Aww.
What? Oh, okay.
Like, no words, no explanation. She just slithers in, curls partially around you, and falls asleep.
This is your life now. Congratulations.
Listen, Nani may have very rudely been called a pet earlier, but also sometimes some people here act like it a little bit. Because that's really giving, like, my dog in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Woof.
Or something along those lines.
So, Lafayette,
Hello.
could you meet me in the whisper room, please?
But of course.
Uh-oh.
Swear to fuck if she dies next.
We wake up, she's already dead. And the session's over. Alright, good night, everybody.
Ow.
Al, I'm here to be a problem, as
Of
I
course.
am in my fashion.
Of course. We are both but bigger problems.
Sure enough.
Anyway, So, you
Before
want
I
to do...
follow through with this,
Mm-hmm.
we have had kind of red flags about the temple here, right? Or was it the tribunal?
No.
But is the temple connected to the tribunal?
Well, they're both the same thing. They're a temple and
Okay.
a courthouse. But you haven't had any red flags.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's still worth investigation because of the fact that the dude that was in that position previously was an asshole and wanted to kill just to protect his own wife. So I still need to investigate that still.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe I'll bump into that vigilante to see if he'll stop me. Oh no. Anyway. Yeah. So I would say around dead of night, when I know for a fact most of the party members would be asleep at this point, probably around like 2 a.m. We'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Lafayette will disappear into the town and head towards the temple. Naturally, and using her newfound knowledge of the city, now that she has taken time to learn it, she's going to utilize her feet.
Hi, Cat.
Hi, Cat. We're going to use defeat city secrets. I know the secret patterns of flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. So, I am able to traverse the city twice as fast compared to anybody else.
Nice. So instead of 30 minutes to get to the temple, it takes you only 15.
Yep.
And you do see that the temple is still open, like the doors are still open, the front doors. But it is dark inside, aside from the magically lit stained glass windows.
Right. Is there any, like, the people, like the priests, nuns, any of them still in there?
There are still some nuns doing some rites and being there in case anyone needs medical attention into the night. Okay.
I'm going to wrap around the back, make sure the coast is clear before I do any of my antics.
Roll me a perception check.
You got it. Seven.
Okay, so you don't see anything, but that doesn't really matter, because as you begin to size up scaling the wall, you feel a heavy hand clamp on your back.
There is a very silent and cold turn towards that hand that's touching her.
You see a very tall, husky-looking man in an owlbear mask and what looks to be a bear suit, since you're actually closer than Breia and Mishpa got.
I can figure out who this is, right?
This is Owlbear Man, yes.
She's going to attempt to sign out to him to see if he can even read this.
He can.
Understand? This is what she signs out to begin with.
He nods. I just want to know what you're doing out here so late at night and sneaking out the back.
She then signs out, first off, politely release your hand from me. Second, and then she'll back up and turn around to face him properly and turns towards him. I'm here for answers. Short, sweet, to the point.
He tilts his head. And what sort of answers will you get from sneaking into a church?
She will then actually, since he seems to be a solid vigilante and has been causing problems across this town, which would technically make him in league with a criminal, so she can affiliate with him in this moment. She's actually going to pull out a piece of paper, which is that paper that the lady received from the tribunal leader. And she's going to hand it to him. And while he's reading and whenever he looks up, she's going to sign out, that man killed an innocent lady when she had birth, and he was having relations that apparently would affect his status of where he is. As such, he killed the only one that would be able to ruin that status. On top of that, ever since we got here, one of my members, associates I will say, has been poisoned. I'm here for answers, like I said.
He looks at the paper. He looks up at you. Well, I was never a fan of Grimlock to begin with. I don't think
Truth
really.
told,
I don't really
no
think
one
anyone was.
She just signs out. Yeah, I figured as much. He seemed like the type.
However, I can most certainly tell you that no one at the tribunal would wish harm upon another. At least, unless you're Grimlock.
No one else in there?
No one else. In fact, Nixara herself is actually a very kind individual. And he seems to a bit sentimental as he says that. Even through the mask, you can see in his eyes, he looks very, sentimental.
Well, that saves me from invading a temple, I suppose. Still, I wonder what he had in his office, and I was wondering if that would happen to be his there.
Oh no, that is Nixara's.
Then I will respect her presence for the time being. However, I still need to find some form of flow or answer of who poisoned my teammates. And it would have poisoned two, because whoever made the soup over there at that fancy inn was the reason why. The bowls apparently were laced with poison. So, a simple favor from one vigilante to another. You help me find this individual who is causing problems and poisoning my members, and I will assist you how I can, and also even teach you some secrets to elude the police a bit better. I say police, the guards more efficiently.
Well.
Because trust me, you won't catch me.
No, you seem like the slippery type.
She just gives a little playful bow at that.
He nods his head. And, he does hold out his hand tentatively to shake. But yes, I will agree to help you.
She'll shake his hand. So be it. Do you have a meeting spot or a hideout that I can meet you at, then? Seeing as you're a wanted vigilante and everything, I assume you have some form of hiding spot.
Well, I have a couple places. One while I am a civilian, and one while I am this. But for our purposes, we shall use my secret hideout. You can meet me in Cheaport Forest.
She'll pull up the map of the area that she has, the map of Abyssia, and she'll just point or like flip it towards him, just say, basically asking for him to point out exactly where.
He jots down the location, the coordinates essentially, in various symbols which you recognize as thieves' can't.
Very good. She then folds up the map and then turns towards him. Follow-up question. There doesn't happen to be like a black market or anything underneath here, is there?
Unfortunately not.
Looks like I have to wait until I get back to Medina then.
Though, if you are looking for more criminal types, the necromancers will definitely be up your alley. They haven't done anything of note. People are suspecting them for almost little to no reason. But if you want any sort of information regarding the criminal world, they'd likely be the ones to ask. They are indeed holed up in the Tower of the Lost. And he points over to it.
So I assumed. Yeah, the decrepit tower.
Yep.
So I would see him.
Though I must warn you, I've heard tell that their leader is quite powerful.
And even with all that power, I don't think he would be stupid enough to try to do something here. At least I would hope.
Oh, of course not.
Well, one more question before I depart then.
Hmm.
I am going to be lingering around throughout the night and kind of surveillancing everybody to make sure my teammates get a proper sleep. Which means foregoing mine. But... Sorry, brain fart there for a second.
It's okay.
Do you happen to know where... Is there like a dye in this place? Like a dye tailor? Anyone that dyes
Yes.
clothes?
Yes, the local tanner. They're not open at the current moment, but I do know of one.
She then motions to her cloak. Instead of being in vibrant orange, I would like to be properly concealed with black. For fair reasons, you understand.
Of course.
It's a pleasure, Mr.
Roll me a persuasion check.
We're just gonna do flat d20 because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, persuasion? There you are. 18.
That's just what you needed. He looks down at you, and he gives a little smile. Well, I expected you to bully me the first time I met you.
Trust me. If you saw me with a little guy earlier that's the janitor inside that establishment, I would have bullied the shit out of him if he didn't have such a cool name.
Oh yes, I understand my name does quite not fit my image, doesn't it?
Ain't no fucking way.
And you actually see him transform from a werebear down to Evelier Swiftcloud.
And Lafayette lowers her hood and her mask to reveal the same person. That she was the same one that escorted them earlier.
Yeah, I kind of figured you're the only chinchilla animist that I've actually seen.
Color me surprised. I knew there was something more to you than just mere looks. So seriously, is that like a self-named thing, or...
Yes.
Fucking knew it.
My actual name is Lazuli.
Oh, interesting. I'm just gonna mark it here. In this case, I do think I can trust you then. Assist me with helping me find out whoever poisoned my allies, and I might even be able to get your charges of vigilantics disposed of with the right convincing.
That sounds nice.
And she will give a playful shove at the nerd just because she can. Because this is the nerd firm, she can get away with it.
He falls over.
He knows it's a joke too.
Yeah. He gets right back up.
But she will help him. Yeah, she'll help him right back up.
Yep. He gets right back up, dusts himself off, puts the mask back on.
Well, I'll see you around.
She'll nod. I'll meet you at your hideouts next night. And I'm going to need to get some coffee. Hopefully that's not poisoned. Actually, do you know a solid coffee joint is still open at the
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Kobuck's is still open.
Perfect.
Cool.
And with that, Lafayette is going to go traverse through the city. She is going to stop by Kobuck's, but she is not going to be sleeping. But she's hoping that some coffee will actually be able to help alleviate the exhaustion, at least somewhat. She is not going to sleep. She's going to be away from her room all night, mainly just being on guard for her party. And that will conclude that.
Okie dokie. We shall go back up.
Yep.
looked on like eBay for a while. It's being scalped for like $120, and it's like, for what? For who? What are you gonna do with it?
The DM's back.
Oh,
Hi.
damn. Hi.
Hello.
How?
You were gone for a really long while.
Yeah, what just happened?
Don't
Don't
worry,
worry about
everything's
it.
fine.
Okay.
Where is she? I don't see her back. She's not in the inn.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Teleportation, yeah. Somebody does
I
that.
hate it here.
You know we're gonna worry about it. You've done Dungeons and Dragons with us so long, and you've
I
done this
know.
before.
No, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, my
It's
biggest concern is her not being in that room. Like, why'd you move the icon? That's concerning
about
me
it.
more
And
than how long you were gone.
Don't worry about it. And speaking of which, we're actually going to end session here.
She actually did it.
Why?
Fucking.
She actually did it.
Not a fucking again.
I gotta keep you coming back.
Fucking.
You're gonna come back no matter what!
We always come back. Is it just because you also don't have anything else planned?
Oh no, I have plenty planned, but you know.
No, I don't know, but I want to know.
Well, looks like
Just
you're
when
gonna
I'm
have to.
starting to have fun with our friends dying. Friends that aren't me, it's great.
Okay, so let's put it to a vote. Either we end session here, or we take a 5-minute break for me to get a snack and refill my drink, and we continue.
You know how that's gonna go. Why even ask?
5-minute break, and then
5-minute
we continue.
break.
I think Gooby's in a state of paranoia.
5-minute break and then
5-minute
what?
break.
And then we continue.
Ah.
In
Everyone's
other
up.
words, more damage.
More.
Everyone's up for taking a 5-minute break.
So,
I'm good, yeah.
so
Okay. Let me pause. Alright, and we're back. So, the next morning arrives.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh. You all wake up?
we wake
Yeah,
up.
and
Yes.
we're all alive.
Yes. Seems that way.
Check my pulse.
Breia literally, you wake up. Breia's literally standing over you with her hand on your arm, checking your pulse.
Am I alive, Doctor?
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, you're not. I'm sorry.
Damn, that's crazy.
Breia, make a medicine
Damn it.
check.
God damn it. Guys, she's fucking dead again. What are the odds? With my -2, I'll find this out.
Please be negative. Please be. Damn it. Damn it.
I reloaded the page. Fuck.
Thankfully, you are able to remember how to take a pulse. And you do feel she is
What would have
alive.
happened if I roll low?
Rolls -2, breaks my wrist.
-2, grab his face for pulse.
I'm just checking for a pulse. I'm just checking for a pulse.
You wake up, you're being choked up.
Bobby, like-
I'm just making sure that your heart is beating.
Are you breathing? Squeezes tighter. Are you breathing?
All airways unobstructed? Are they?
She's choking. She's choking.
She removes hand
what?
to panic.
My hand.
Oh.
When Thomas, when you wake up, you do discover that over the course of the night, Mishpa has basically fully coiled herself around your lower body, and her head is uncomfortably close to yours, and you can feel her breath on your ear.
Here's the fun part. I don't need to sleep.
So you were fully aware of that the
sitting
whole
awake.
night.
He's just been sitting awake letting this happen.
Just fucking Thomas, like, laying there, just like, I'm so lost without you.
This is actually an accurate description of what my experience of sleeping with other people is like. Just
Haha, pain. Anyway.
yeah.
Question.
Yeah?
Is Nani capable of bending over right now? And is she able to stand back up when she bends over?
Yes.
So this bed just straight up just fixed her back.
Yes.
Guys, she's fixed. Oh shit.
This is going to take some getting used to. I'm not used to being so tall.
Think of all the shelves you'll be able to reach.
My God, I'm no longer a gremlin.
No.
I think of Gremlin more. I think of Gremlin more as an energy, and let me be the first to tell you, yes, you are.
Oh, thank you, Breia. That's very sweet of you to say. You know what?
That.
If the urge ever comes up to want to stab you again, I won't.
Well, that's reassuring.
Yes. Now, where is my notebook? Let's see here. I'm just going to. And they had a baby.
You just see Tom glaring at you. Don't.
Don't you fucking dare.
I slam.
One might even argue more of a gremlin than before.
She dead ass looking at you, Thomas, just like
Just constantly
long
scribbling
time.
as just watching you.
you can't do
long
anything
time.
about it.
Yes, Tom, try to get after her. Attempt to get up right now.
Soundboard volume changes how loud it plays for you guys, right?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
Here's a better idea. Don't.
Whatever you're considering, do not. Okay, now I did not adjust the volume for me.
I mean, it was a perfectly reasonable volume for me.
Same.
It was like super quiet on my end.
Hold on a second. Does this mean, like, do I not need to skip in order to simulate running anymore? Can I just actually fucking run?
I don't know. You'll have to actually do some running and find out, I suppose.
I mean, I can't run in here. It's a big room, but like, it's not enough room to like sprint.
Outside later is more what I was thinking.
Okay, so don't do it in the hallway.
Preferably not.
Also, do I get
Running
the
on
benefits of a long
runs is
rest?
also not a great
Yes.
idea.
Yes, you do get the benefits of a long rest.
Hooray.
Hurrah.
Why is it so noisy in here?
Because I'm awake.
Ah, I see. Mm.
Murder.
Oh, sorry, Thomas. Have you been awake long?
I'm out.
What one could say that, yes.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to coil you. It just seems to be a reflex. And she will uncoil herself from you very slowly, and you feel the feeling coming back to your legs as she does so.
He sort of stumbles out of bed. Right. Well, They should be serving breakfast right now. Let's get moving.
Good idea. I'll see if Lafayette is up.
That is the sound of them knocking.
Mm-hmm.
There is no response. Even with the rhythmic tapping that you consistently do, that usually always works. It's unsettling when it actually doesn't this time.
Lafayette? Are you in there?
Breia just kind of ignores your, like, polite tapping and just kind of opens the door.
Didn't she lock it?
When she left, so that she would have to come back to it? I don't know.
I mean, she has the key on her. Why would she lock it? Or, like, keep it unlocked when she's gone? So, yes, it is locked.
Well, yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
I don't like this.
I mean, I wouldn't get too worried yet. She kind of just does this sort of thing, from what I've seen.
Don't worry, Mishpa. I'm sure everything's okay.
Really glad that Charlie resummoned himself in the night.
As Charlie do. As Charlie do.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate the reassurance, but still, it's not like her to, at the very least, not leave some indication of where she was going. I'm worried.
Don't worry, your friend was fucking poisoned, killed last night, and then this morning there's no response from one of your friends in the room. It's fine.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know, but
I have an idea.
yes.
Charlie starts ramming himself into the door.
No, Charlie, let's not.
And
do
you
that.
just hear a
Thomas is right, Charlie. You shouldn't do that. I'll handle it.
No. Let's just get the key from
sorry, that was a
the
save.
front
Hang on.
desk.
Yeah, do
and
it.
unlock the door
Yeah.
that way.
You break the door down.
Oh, well, shit.
I'm not gonna lie, not what I expected to happen.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Well-
I, the player, had considered that, but I was not going to have Mishpa do it until Charlie started doing it and put the idea in Mishpa's head.
Incredible.
Alright, so we blame Charlie for that one.
Yes.
Going to fucking kill her, I swear.
Good luck.
I'm going to start looking around to see if I can find Lafayette or any sign of what happened to her, any sign of a struggle or anything like that.
So, break into the room. You do find that it's like most of her stuff. Well, I say it's most of her stuff. Most of her stuff is gone. There is like still like the occasional leftover like food that she had last night. From the place that's currently resting on the dresser. The bouquet of roses is gone as well, or whatever. The wildflower bouquet, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, they were all wildflower bouquets.
Yep, those are gone. But yeah, you look around. It's a sign of a used room, there's no signs of a struggle. It's just that she's gone. You look at the bathroom, no sign of freshly used water. She's just gone.
Just to be safe, I'm going to check the scraps of food. Is there any signs of tampering with it or anything?
Nope.
That's strange.
Very
Where could she have
strange.
gone?
It's like she just got up and left.
It wouldn't surprise me if she just did do that. She looked like she... upon looking, it seems like everything's dried up in that bathroom as well, which means that she must have left relatively early.
She could have at least left some indication.
I suppose that would keep her from having her fun, keeping her, mystery up, or whatever it is.
I mean, it would cause me a lot less worry, that's for sure.
Tom, is it possible that your bats could get a view of the city, maybe see if they see her?
Oh, it's quite easy. Is there a window in the bathroom?
No.
Okay. Where's the nearest window?
It is right here by the staircase.
Out in the hall, I think.
Right. I'm going to approach the window. How easy is it to just open up?
Not very easy.
While he's doing that, Mishpa is slowly trying to pull the door back up and close so that it at least looks like it's normal.
What check would I have to make to repair the door?
Sleight of hand? It looks good.
It looks good?
It looks good.
Perfect. They'll never suspect a thing.
Maybe
Well, I bought us some time. If someone else tries to open it and it falls down, then it looks like it's their fault. Job done.
Maybe I could cast heat metal on it and latch it into place.
That's not how that works.
That would probably make it worse, I think.
Or set the wooden part of the door on fire.
No, it only affects metal. It heats up metal.
It affects the metal, yes, but then that heat has to transfer over to whatever's touching it, Nani.
You conduct electricity, not heat.
Never mind.
She's all
How do you know this
all
much about
over
hogs, but not that much about energy transference?
Wait, what did you say? Did you say?
Why do you know so many hog facts, but nothing about energy transference?
Okay, because for some weird reason I thought you said, why do you know so many things about pogs?
Yeah, I heard pogs as well.
Those goddamn milk cap things. Why do you know so much about them?
I used to collect them as a little girl.
That makes so much sense. It was the nerdiest thing you could collect. I just collected Pokemon cards like a normal child.
Oh my god.
Hey, God, are there Pokemon cards?
Pokemon cards in fucking Fantasyland. Let's go.
Not necessarily called that, but is that a thing?
We can invent it. And Charlie can be the mascot.
Summon Mon.
Charlie is a fake Mon.
I really am disappointed that your camera's not on now because I would really love to see the face that you made when I asked you this question because I heard the sigh.
Go on. So, how long do you actually
thank
look?
you.
You good there?
Yeah.
God, you haven't answered my question. It's the most important question.
We're not
Not
doing
where Lafayette
collectibles.
is.
Shush.
I'll get you on this at some point.
I mean,
did
I've
it
got a
once
copy
before.
of Stibble's Codex of Companions. We could use that as a base.
Hell yeah!
That's true.
Don't give me that look.
Anyway. Soon enough, you do hear something. And Lafayette, you may enter.
I will enter from somewhere.
Yep.
Damn, her
Here.
theme tune started.
So yeah, Lafayette just wanders into the main lobby, gives a good morning wave to all the workers there,
They wave back.
and she's just going to, well, everybody's over there by the window.
Over here.
Walking here, walking here, walking here. Goes to pull out the key, unlocks the door.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No,
Slowly
I imagine like
Pushes
as
the door.
Yep. And the door falls over.
God damn it! It was so beautiful.
Lafayette jumps and then looks at the door. And for the record, she's holding like a collection of beverages, like warm beverages, before she just slow turns towards you with the most what the fuck look on her face.
Listen, under the circumstances, it was honestly impressive that it looked that good.
Lafayette,
Where have
there
you
you
been?
are.
Lafayette then looks over to Mishpa and just slow blinks. Off the get-go, you notice one thing is different about her. She has, you remember that orange cloak that she has? Or she had
Yeah.
at one point? It is now dyed black. Second, she is also currently holding a very warm set of beverages in a coaster holder.
Damn.
Where were you? I was worried.
She then just holds up the drinks and then just signs out, "Getting some errands done this morning? Question mark?"
I think Mishpa visibly relaxes a little bit when she sees that, but you can tell like she did let paranoia get the better of her this morning. Oh, thank God.
Lafayette, you need to understand, I almost died last night. She's very protective of us right now. And you also notice that Nani is actually standing upright, and because of that is 6 inches taller.
I want to do the ice cream kick into your stomach now. Just to put you back hunch over because it feels wrong.
Mishpa glances over at the remains of the door and then glances down at you. What did you do to your door?
Nani actually face palms at that one.
You know that Stewie head, you know that Stewie head turn for Family Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens in Mishpa just now.
Hang on, hang on.
The fucking upside down face.
Upside down face. I don't even need to roll insight because my passive insight's higher than that.
I would just like to declare that this is in no way my fault.
the most quiet inhale and exhale you can just see coming from her. Not a single sound except for just disappointed air escapes her. Before she grabs one of the beverages and hands one to Breia, hands one to Mishpa, hands a specific one to Nani, and then hands one to Tomas.
Why is mine special? What is this?
It's coffee.
Verado caffeine lattes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she went to Kobucks, but still.
Yeah, I went to Kobucks.
Beautiful.
Like, but you gave me a specific one. What's different about mine?
Yours is fucking decaf.
Oh. They have coffee here. Why did? Never mind.
Lafayette signs out. Too expensive here. Plus, it's expensive over there, but at least it's good.
Yeah.
Besides, they only have it like black.
It's so bitter. Oh.
We can use the cream from breakfast. Nani, you don't have to continue drinking it. We can fix it for you. Just hold on a second.
No, it's fine.
Nani, I'm literally begging you. You're going to keep making that noise.
Lafayette just sighs again, and then just gets into her bag and then pulls out multiple things of cream, and then like holds it out in her like two small hands for people to grab.
I'm still surprised
Thank
none of you.
you.
I'm still surprised none of you have gone to Radodado's yet.
It'll happen soon. Don't worry. Give it time.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh,
you
it's
get free
happening.
breakfast.
Oh, cream and sugar. Thank you.
Yeah,
We'll
go hand it
get
over.
to that, Tom. We'll get to it.
I mean,
Lafayette signs out. While I do appreciate the free breakfast, I was already out of town and I was still feeling tired from events of last night. Therefore, I decided to grab it on the way back.
Out of town?
down.
Sorry, not out of town, out of here. But
Oh.
I went on a small trip to do my errands. You understand.
Just leave a note next time so that certain people don't go into a panic.
Sheila just looks at the door, signs out, yeah.
Mishpa, hold up the door. I'm going to try to actually fix it this time.
Lafayette's going to do the same.
I've got this. She will pull the door up. Nani, stop slurping your coffee.
Oh.
Even though it's decaf, she still finds a way to be impressively annoying with it.
Stupid.
So, with a combined effort, we're going to take a moment to fix the door before anyone notices.
Do we have to roll for it this time?
You may certainly try.
Does that count as me having help, or actually, like...
I mean, there are 3 of us working on it, so at least one of us should get advantage on this.
Can I at least do it as an intelligence check? My
You
God.
full-on broke the door!
Yeah, exactly. And now I need to solve the puzzle of how to put it back together with my intelligence.
Let me rephrase. How exactly was it broken then? Let's clarify that right quick.
The hinges are absolutely fucked.
Yeah, it's doable.
Yeah, I mean, I full-on body checked the thing onto the floor.
And the door itself is cracked into pieces.
Let me just pay for the door.
Sure you're gonna be able to afford that?
It's a door. How much can it cost? 10 gold?
Here we go!
Thomas, I don't
I'm
think
going to
you
have to get him another apology card.
Purely out of curiosity, though. Did I get it?
No.
Oh, man.
Wait, Nani,
way-
don't you know mending?
I'm pretty sure I don't. Let me double check.
By the way, Thomas,
Yeah.
when you do get the bill for the door, I'm just gonna say it now, it comes out to 250 gold.
No, I know produce flame and shillelagh and light.
I mean, shillelagh's kind of like mending.
No, it's not. It's not.
I've got an ideal.
No, you don't. No, I
The door is made of wood, and it can be used as a blunt object. So if I cast shillelagh on the door and bash it against the wall, then it should fix itself.
Also, can I just say, I fucking knew the moment I was like, I'm gonna try even though I know it won't work. I knew it was like, and that's my crit for the evening. It's gonna be on nothing. I know this.
Yep.
Okay, if you guys don't like that ideal, I do have another one.
To be clear, you said I couldn't fix it. Am I able to get it back into the condition I had it before where it looks fine?
No.
So I know this spell called Entangle.
Oh god.
Maybe if I use...
Just go get the bill for the fucking door.
Maybe if I cast Entangle
Back from getting
from
the
the
bill.
wall, then the vines can hold the door up. And they're flexible.
Lafayette looks over at Thomas.
How much is it?
He just pushes the bill against Mishpa's shoulder. You two are paying for it. And walks back into the dining room.
Who is the you two?
He's looking between Mishpa and Breia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You guys
Third
both,
ideal.
you guys both see that the bill is 250 gold.
Why did I let him go and try and talk to me? Why didn't I go myself? It would be better than this.
I could cast Heat Metal.
Lafayette's going to just walk towards one of the workers here.
Don't worry, Breia. I will handle it.
You're going towards the bards?
Can you handle it? No.
Where's the workers currently? Are they like which ones are the ones that are like the actual workers?
These three over here, and
Okay.
let me bring back out the other two.
I
And
can
this
handle it.
This is the owner, and then this is a spellcaster.
Okay. Lafayette's going to kind of approach and just sigh and sit down at the seats.
Okay.
Start drinking right now.
Yeah, I could fucking pregame. I absolutely could.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame her.
Mishpa does look to Breia. Don't worry. I can handle it. I still have the victory money from that drinking contest.
Oh, I fully forgot about that.
Lafayette signs out to like the owner to see if they understand.
Yep, she do.
I apologize for my friends in this matter. You leave to go take care of errands early in the morning and they panic, which is valid because we did have someone die last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't suppose there's any method that I could provide that would allow us to get a discount on fixing that door.
That door, as well as all of the wood in this tavern, is made of the finest wood that can be found in the Feywild.
Handcrafted by my father.
That door took 100 years to carve. My father and his father and his father before him made that door.
Mishpa kind of shyly sidles up and starts gently pawing the money towards her.
She has like 1,000-yard stare as she takes the money. Honestly, if I were any less kinder of a person, I would rescind taking your bill off. But I am letting go of this. I just wish to be compensated for the door.
Hang on.
Hmm?
Yeah, Mishpa just full on starts crying right there at the bar.
Oh, no!
Lafayette just like stares at Mishpa and just gently pats on her before she just gives like a very silent death stare towards the owner.
Breia does the exact same thing.
Lafayette signs out. I know you didn't mean well. I didn't know you didn't mean cruel intentions. She's been having a really bad day because she thought she killed her friend the other day.
I understand, and I apologize.
You fucking better. She thinks internally. I don't give a fuck if your door's expensive. I'll break another one out of spite.
I will leave. If you make my friend cry again, I will make sure this place has no doors.
Not a single door will be spared. I don't give a fuck how fancy this place is.
Privacy is a privilege and you have lost it.
Oh, Lord. I wish I could play some music.
Anywho, so what are you guys doing today?
Crying.
I am having breakfast. My free breakfast.
Well, then don't we need to go to the breakfast nook?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you sitting there?
We are in the area for eating breakfast.
This is the area for
We are
eating breakfast
objectively not.
with all the
This
circular
looks like-
tables that look like sliced bananas.
I thought you'd been here before.
The area we're in right
breakfast
now at the
nook.
bar is where
Breakfast
food is.
ballroom.
No, it's where dinner is and private seating.
Six.
Out here.
After breakfast, what do you all do?
I mean, I think we should go and meet with that person we were recommended.
Seems like a good first stop.
Breia, real quick, while everybody else is distracted with their antics and Mishpa begins to step away, she is actually going to motion you over right quick.
Yes.
Lafayette then signs out. During my errands, I got in contact with somebody to give me a little bit more information about this place that might be able to help us find who poisoned Nani.
Interesting. All right.
I will not disclose his name out of respect, but I was kind of surprised with who I was interacting with.
Was it that Jiminy Snicket fellow?
You're not here. Go away.
Oh, no, yeah. anytime Nani shows up, she doesn't necessarily have a theme tune. There's just like
Made your anger glitch out. It's like, you're not here.
Yeah, no.
Well, should be interesting. I'm assuming that you intend on communicating with them again.
She nods and then looks over. I have a meeting point with them, and I plan to meet them sometime later tonight, if we stay here another day. Because we still need to find a location for Miracle here. The temple seems to be actually very well secured, according to the contact, actually. Because I was asking him about information here about it. And it seems the only bad one of the bunch was that dude that we killed on the road.
Huh. I mean, I suppose that makes sense. This isn't the worst run town in the entire country.
No, but it kind of sucks.
Oh no, it fully sucks. Like, why would you even have your government set up that way? That seems really like you're just going to confirm your own biases and then it's going to be... Anyway, that's not the point.
You really don't like it here, do you?
I hate it so much.
If you can suck it up for another day, then we can leave right afterwards.
That's fine. Might I ask, though, did you run into anything that we might be able to use to place Miracle? Any...
Not... I don't know if I saw any orphanages or not. Did I? I assume there is some.
Oh yeah, there are definitely some, and they seem very decent, if a bit, you know, religiously affiliated.
Yeah.
And your contact did mention that the certain person you're wanting to talk to is very kind and nurturing.
Mm-hmm. Consider not the orphanage, but perhaps actually giving Miracle towards the temple. Because the owner there might actually have a really good head on their shoulders.
There are a few things about that that make me a little nervous, I suppose, but...
Well, it's either that or we basically send the kid to a Christian orphanage, which is like Christian school.
Or you can hand them over to the head of a church, which, you know, but...
Is the religion, but who knows?
If she's got a good head on her shoulders and she's kind, then I suppose it would work out just fine.
If you're interested, and perhaps everybody else, if I've mentioned this to them later, I would like you to come with me to meet this contact once we figure out some information.
Gladly. I don't suppose I have many plans here otherwise.
I mean, you can deal with that. She points over to Nani.
No, I'm good. I'll go with you.
Slow blink alternating eyes.
Like fucking one
We
blinking
can't
after
tell
the other.
because... I mean, we can't tell because your eyes are on opposite sides of your fucking head.
Nani, I know what you're doing. I can't tell because I can only see the one eye from where I'm looking, but I can tell what you're doing.
Oh, I can turn my face to face towards you.
Don't, please, God.
Slow blinks one eye, turns head the other way, slow blinks with the other.
No. Have you ever seen that chicken nugget where ice cream and French fry decide to actually keep their eyes open when they go to kiss each other?
Oh yeah, like the fucking top-down view. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Front-facing
God.
Phineas.
Yes, front-facing Phineas. But yeah, she then sits up. I didn't want to bring this up because I didn't want to make Mishpa worried even more about some random stranger that I encounter. At least not yet. But, you know.
Honestly, that's fair. She's going to be a bit on edge for a while. Not that I blame her, of course, but...
Yeah. We just want to find an answer on who exactly did it, so I can give them my best regards. of a nice lethal kill.
I mean, we've only been traveling for a couple weeks, months at this point?
A couple weeks.
For a couple weeks, but we've got plenty of people who dislike us already, so, you know, it's going to be a fun list to narrow down.
She just shrugs. I'm used to being disliked before she begins to walk away.
Well, can't wait to go see this lady and have her ask us to deal with the necromancers or whatever. That's probably going to happen. Everyone seems so worried about it.
Stop being meta.
Yeah?
I can have as many jokes as I want, thank you.
Says the most meta gremlin in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
So-
Bleh.
Anyway.
So, who is doing what? Are you all going to the Temple of the Tribunal, or...
I mean, might as well.
Alright. Bet. So, you all make it, eventually, to the Temple of the Tribunal after walking for about 30 minutes.
Just to fuck with the party, you see that Lafayette kind of branches from the party periodically and like disappears for a minute before suddenly showing back up from a different angle throughout.
Somehow she gets there first.
Yes.
Because she can, yeah.
500 detours and she gets there first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot something back. Hard cut to the temple. Hey, what kept y'all?
So,
You bitch.
That's me.
So, you do make it eventually to the Temple of the Tribunal, where the doors are open wide for you all. And the braziers
Hurrah.
outside are lit aflame with holy fire.
Why do they have the fires lit during the day?
It's probably symbolic or something.
Symbolism. Lafayette will begin to approach.
Yep. You go inside, and it is very nicely decorated. You see that the stained glass depicts various myths and stories related to the various gods. This one being devoted to Bodhi, Vanja, and Rudasis, symbolizing the triad of the tribunal.
Mm-hmm.
And a long red carpet brings you towards an altar where you see a navy blue owlin with a white face and black eyes with stars in them. Her wings, a very brighter cobalt blue that fades into a royal purple.
Big.
Hello. How may I help you?
For once, Breia looks like she's not even willing to talk first.
Which is a shocker, because usually you're the one that does.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
Lafayette,
I can imagine.
Lafayette gives a respectful bow to the individual. Ah, fuck, what was her name? I know I got it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Nixara.
That's what it was. And then she will sign out Lady Nixara, I assume?
Yes, that is me. I assume you are the party that Trizelles has contacted me about.
The one and the same, yes.
Yes.
She steps away from the altar and leads you all to a private office area so that you all can talk in confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I was told of your predicament.
And the upcoming problem as well, yes?
Of course. I have put all of my guards on high alert to look out for any sort of assassins or ne'er-do-wells on the loose.
So I saw earlier this morning whenever I was out and about. Saw quite a few of them active.
Very much so. We take things like this very seriously, of course. I want all of my people to feel safe.
Well, then you already know why we're here, to basically give a warning and everything. I can't remember if there was another reason why we had to come here or not, or if we were just passing through until the next area.
Remind
Oh,
me,
you have to
warning.
drop off Miracle.
Remind me, warning about what?
Well, we warned about the zombies. She was already in the know, but like I didn't know if there was another reason to be here besides that. But well, besides Miracle, I already know that. I don't
Well,
remember if we had.
When you
90% that it was just on the way.
when you
Yeah.
when you mention warning, she looks a bit confused. Warning about what?
Well, besides the upcoming zombie apocalypse.
Wait, zombie
Yay.
apocalypse? What
Wait,
zombie
what?
What zombie
Did you not
apocalypse?
receive warning
Yes,
about
it-
that?
The mayor of what was the previous town? Baker?
Zelta.
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 Yeah.
Yes, the mayor of Zelta should have warned you.
We have not received any sort of word from Zelta.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, then who did she get into contact with?
Might I ask, I know you sort of act as the governing body of this city. Does the tribunal keep contact with the mayors of the other cities?
Of course.
Strange. Suppose it wasn't being passed around as quickly as I had hoped.
Wait a second.
We did see her use that telecommunications stone, yes?
The telestone, yes, I remember.
She used it to communicate with the prince. She said she would send letters to the rest of the mayors.
Ah, letters, okay.
We left
Letters,
before the
okay.
couriers did. Mm.
Well, I guess we're beating them to the punch.
Well, they should have been parcel pets. They would have been parcel pets, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Couriers don't exist anymore. It's parcel pets now. Instant mail.
Oh,
yeah, that's
they should have
right.
got it. Then
Damn.
so confused.
She's got her fucking emails. She doesn't check her emails. God damn it.
That's crazy. You just open
Yeah.
a door and just see like 30 pets inside of it, holding letters.
There's just like 30 dogs standing in a little room off to the side. That's the mail room.
Then
That's
you
brutal.
have not received any sort of parcel pet or anything of that nature.
No, not for quite a long time.
Would
From
any of the
anyone?
other members of the tribunal have received letters in your stead?
If any letters are being sent to me, they are sent to me directly.
I suppose the acting leader of the tribunal would have been the second priority.
Well, more importantly, I wonder what would impede that sort of thing then.
I didn't even think it was possible. Holes. There are holes here, and I do not like it.
Anyway. But you say there is a zombie apocalypse. Coming from where?
Well, that's a
From the
rather
North
blunt
Hollow.
way of saying it, but yes, North Hollow.
Well then,
There was an outbreak of mushrooms. It starts It makes you sick, and when you die, you become this sort of zombified husk.
They're called blight shrooms.
Yes.
And we refer to the fungal zombies that they create as blight zombies. And I have extensive notes on the matter.
Do you know what these mushrooms look like?
Points to Nani.
Yes.
Nani describes the appearance of the mushrooms just so that I don't have to click on the tab that they're on and wait for my computer to load.
Yeah. I see. I will say, for the sake of expediency, you do discuss the conditions of the blight shrooms and warn about the impending doom. And
so anyway, there's a chance that all your people could die. You should probably go out and look for these mushrooms just in case. So we had other things to talk to you about, though.
Yes? What sort of things?
Well, not so much a thing as it is a creature. And she points towards Mishpa. We need your assistance with harboring and protecting someone.
Mishpa slithers forward and holds out Miracle.
She looks very astonished at the child before slowly and gently reaching her arms out to take her.
Unfortunate circumstances, we found this child along the way. And definitely with someone with the intent to get rid of it, because it was thrown down the well with the mother beaten to death.
This poor child. Do you know who did such a thing?
Now comes the fun part. Do we say yes or no?
I mean...
We don't know much about her, but... All we know is that it wasn't an accident.
Listen, I went to all that effort. I think we have to say no.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because if we say yes, we confess to murdering a high-ranking priestly figure.
Well, we don't confess to murdering him. We just make them look for him, which increases our risk.
Well, in any case...
I truly only trust that scene up in the instance of like, well, maybe if they go looking, then we shouldn't be in trouble.
We should at the very least describe the body that was found by the well, because if we don't describe that, then, you know.
Yeah, my idea was describe the mother, but leave out the part about the letter about the guy or anything about the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Lafayette will kind of go into detail about the events of when they discovered this child.
Mm-hmm.
And describe the unfortunate soul, which was the mother, colors and pattern, basically all the details that she can remember of the poor thing.
Mm-hmm. The entire time, you see that Nixara is taking very gentle care of the child.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. These are very trying circumstances to put a child through. Of course I will take her.
But will she be safe here?
It is my job to protect my people. This child is no different. I shall protect her with my very life.
I'm going to insight purely just to see how genuine she is.
Yeah,
Sure.
same.
Sure.
Where are you, insight? There
Somewhere.
you are.
Okay. You all can tell that she is absolutely genuine.
Well, that's a
I'm
load
glad
off
to
my
hear
mind.
that. Life can be difficult for hybrid children, so I was concerned about that.
Of course. Life can be difficult for anyone who is often seen as lesser than others. And she looks over at Mishpa.
Damn, we
Mishpa-
can't trust her. She's not racist.
Mishpa very carefully keeps her face neutral at that statement.
Do you have the bottle, by the way?
She would have handed it over with the baby.
Okay, because I was about to go smuggling your pack for it,
Of
as I do in my rodent fashion.
course.
Well, we did that part there. That's the child taken care of, and we delivered the warning well ahead about a courier that's apparently never arrived.
Still find that extremely strange.
Very worried about that. That's very unusual for a parcel pet, isn't it?
Well, the entire reason that they're used over couriers is that they basically don't fail.
Breia and Thomas, can you guys make me either Arcana or History checks?
I'll make a history check.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make an Arcana check.
15.
18.
Okay, so you both would get this same information. Basically, parcel pets are 97% guaranteed. The only time that a parcel pet cannot be delivered, well, only times, because there are a couple circumstances. Either the person is not on the same plane of existence as the sender, or someone has intercepted it.
Do we know how it could be intercepted?
Well, it could
Only
be
way I can think of is magic.
Indeed. A magic spell, if they knew that it was coming from somewhere, or possibly, I'm trying to think of the words. Essentially a form of counterspell. Or anti-magic, or anti-magic of any kind.
Madam, might I ask, have you ever had trouble receiving a letter before? Like correspondence you were expecting that just never came?
Not that I'm aware of. Of course, I don't send letters often myself. But every time I have received letters, they seem to be true. Or they seem to arrive true.
Interesting. Well, I suppose this would be the kind... If you were going to block anything, this would be the kind of thing.
But in order for it to be blocked, they would have to know that it was being sent, yes?
In theory.
So either someone else knew about our... either someone else knew that the mayor was going to send a letter here, or else someone intercepted it on the other end.
Shit's weird.
We are going to end soon. I just need to get you guys to a certain place before we do.
Coolio.
Mm-hmm.
So how about we head back and bust down another door, see how that goes?
More doors, baby. Kill them.
Oh, no! Do you like spending 200 gold?
I'm not paying shit.
Neither am I.
Of course, there is
come
only...
on, she's not gonna want to make the snake cry again.
There is only one thing I ask of you.
Yes.
All right.
I know they haven't done much, but you can understand my worry when necromancers come into town.
Yeah, that tracks.
Right.
And I assume you want us to take care of it, yes?
I am willing to pay you 2,000 gold pieces if you at least bring back some information on their plans.
Now we can break fucking 5
Well,
more
you can
doors.
Well, you can consider it done then. We will get right on that for you, ma'am.
Also, 2,000 gold, you'd be able to break 10.
Violence.
I think it was
I say 5. I can say 5 more doors because I want to keep some of that money. God damn it!
Just saying.
So, you're given your quest.
Fine, we'll go over to the stupid tower and talk to the stupid necromancers.
I was making a joke. Why are you so mad at these necromancers? They've never, like she said, they haven't even done anything. They could be just there on vacation.
Stupid necromancers.
Well, I guess we're not leaving this afternoon.
That I said that was too optimistic.
Anyway.
Well, who knows? Maybe these negotiations will go well.
Hopefully they'll at least be short.
Okay.
We know like where they usually hang out, yeah?
Yeah, they hang out. Yes, they hang out in the Tower of the Lost.
Big tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Over
so-
there in that, some might say evil residence.
Old, decrepit, broken down home of a lot of people that are similar like you. Yeah, it's pretty evil.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you go to the tower?
Yeah, we go
Yes,
to the
with
tower.
Big
to meet
Tom here.
Necromancer Rapunzel.
Big Tom.
Big tip.
You go to the tower, and surprisingly enough, it's not very guarded, and the few necromancers you do see don't seem to give you any sort of bother. In fact, one of them comes up to you. Are you necromancers?
Yeah, we're a tower full of necromancers. You a necromancer? You a knock?
Oh, that would kill me.
No.
You smell like one.
But I've had some interest in the field.
You smell like one.
Stop sniffing me.
Why do people keep saying that about you? What's up?
I've been wondering, how does one smell like a necromancer? How can you tell there's necromancer in somebody's bloodline? Like, I don't get it.
You get the smell of death.
Do I smell like death?
No,
To be fair, we have killed a few people before.
no, you do not smell like death. You smell... holy magic.
Spits in your direction.
My father was a fallen angel.
That's not something you just casually say. Why are
Yes,
you
it
doing
is.
this?
This is fucking
Again?
Minnie saying it. Of course she's gonna say it so casually.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say
a character trait.
that's her. That's what it.
Yeah, my dad's a god. It's pretty cool.
But you here to see the Swarm Keeper?
The Swamp Keeper. She says, like, gently nudging Thomas as she says it like that.
Oh, absolutely, we're here to see the Swarm Keeper.
The Swarm Keeper.
Breia just
welcomes-
seems into how sick the Swarm Keeper sounds.
The Swarm Keeper. He likes new people. Come, I bring you to the Swarm Keeper.
I love this guy. This is my favorite guy.
I'm going to just have one of my bats go onto like a nearby roof and just tell him, just start screaming and find me if you like see anything that looks like trouble.
Just start screaming. Just go up on the roof and start screaming.
You know,
Just
those
your
little
bat flies
echolocation
up onto the
sounds you
roof.
Just make them real loud. So loud.
Just
sound that the bat is making. It just goes up on the roof and just fucking arches its back.
It fucking like car crashes, mixed screech.
the fucking seagull meme.
Yeah,
But with, like,
literally
a
that,
bat.
but with a bat.
Anyway.
Love the fact that your bats let you cast alarm manually.
So, the necromancer leads you up into the tower, and you go up many floors of this old, abandoned, decrepit tower, passing by many other necromancers, until you reach the top, in what you can assume to be an old attic, with various maps and a table with a battle map drawn, with a few chess pieces strewn about on it. And standing by the window, which is closed and shuttered, letting in no light into the room, you see this very tall, elven-looking man with long, pointed teeth sticking out from his mouth, black, long hair that kind of waves down his back, and piercing red eyes, in very fancy clothing, but very old-fashioned, with a billowing velvet cloak that is also black and has silver symbols on it that resemble archaic runes. Runes that even Breia and Tomas have not seen in hundreds of years. He turns towards you, and he clears his throat as he smiles. Ah, I thought I smelled something familiar. Welcome, friends.
Familiar.
Familiar how?
Well, he takes a look over all of you, and his eyes lock onto you, Thomas. Allow me to introduce myself. RaveCatNina Zadmius Laurentis Gregoriana.
Oh, fuck off with your names!
Yes! I fucking knew it. I knew it. I was literally gonna say, man, he kind of matches your general, like, look.
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Your father's a necromancer. No,
He's
sorry.
a vampire. I mean, you heard the teeth, right?
Yeah.
I think this guy's a werewolf.
I think
Well,
he's a
now it
werewolf.
makes sense why everybody thinks that you're a vampire.
Vampire werewolf is a scary combo.
I hope you all enjoyed the session, and we shall see you all next time.
Hooray!
Look, I'm a vampire.